home game. Conneaut Spartans versus the Geneva Eagles here on Joslyn Field in Riccardi Stadium, and we're up here in the University Hospital Conneaut Medical Center broadcast booth. Is there anything else we need to we left out?
Beautiful night. Beautiful night for football.
We need to have the weather sponsored by somebody, right?
Game time temperature 67 degrees.
Brought to you by Conneaut Save-A-Lot. That could be, yeah. No, it is just absolutely perfect weather. Just absolutely, and I think we had that rain. We got rid of that rain. It blew out of the area, and it started clearing up this morning about, 10, 11 o'clock? And Here we are at game time. We ready to go, Ben?
Yeah, you always want a nice night, for especially for the homecoming court.
Go ahead with the billboard.
Hit the button.
Yeah.
Lake Effect Media and Spartan Nation present Conneaut Spartans football on WOW TV, 1360 AM and WOW 102.9, and always free. Brought to you by your great Spartan sponsors. Conneaut Dairy Queen. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a cool treat soon at your Conneaut DQ. Chris Breck State Farm Insurance. Here to help life go right. Conneaut Savings Bank. Come grow with us in Conneaut and Austinburg. University Hospital Conneaut Medical Center. Advancing the science of health and the art of compassion. Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices every day. And Gertis Pharmacy. Family owned for over 60 years on Main Street, Conneaut.
Yes, and we're back after the opening billboard. I just want to let everyone know that the King and Queen have been announced here. It is Jer Hutchinson. Right. Sorry about that. There's no N in there. Let's leave it out. We don't want to get another one of them things. And Adriana
Oster.
Adriana Oster.
Congratulations to them. Very nice looking couple.
Absolutely. That's our King and Queen here for tonight for the homecoming. And we'll be back in a minute with more of the countdown here. We are in Spartan Countdown, and here's the Coaches Show on WOW Media.
It's the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show right here on WOW Radio, 1360 in Conneaut, and WOW 102.9 along with WOW TV. And it's another version of the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show, week number 6, right?
Yes, going fast.
Yeah, going real quick. And Coach Rocco Dobrin's with us. And
that's actually week 7, right? We played
week
6.
7, you're right. Just completed 6.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I know, it was quick. It's quick.
Yeah. You can't say that, I guess when we look back at Jefferson, that you didn't return a favor that wasn't really, it was there. You needed to do that probably, right?
Well, it's always good to be the county school. So,
yeah.
Our kids will look for them. We haven't played them in a while, and we played them over that COVID year for the first time, and they got us.
Yeah. They had a pretty good team then.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, our kids, that was the first game that they were like, just really pumped up, to play. And they came out and showed it. That's for the most part, they came out and showed how excited they were to play in that kind of atmosphere. So.
Yeah. And you could tell, too, that I think you hit that right on the nose, that they realize their options are getting kind of limited here on getting a win for the year, and they probably thought Conneaut was going to be one of their best chances.
Yeah, for sure. I think so. And, I think they lost a lot of guys last year. Obviously, that's such a good team last year. They still have, a lot of good players, but they're just trying to figure it out, putting it together.
Yeah.
Where's everyone fitting defensively, offensively? Because, they actually moved the ball pretty well offensively. Yeah. It's just they couldn't score,
right.
Or it was the one play, anytime Bozar got the ball, he had an opportunity to score, and he did twice. But they moved the ball and drove the ball, but then they would fumble. Move the ball, drive the ball, and then get an interception. So they just couldn't play a clean game, which and that part of that is our kids did a great job of, going up and getting the ball on interceptions, stripping the ball on fumbles, those kind of things. but they were getting chunks. You could tell they were good up front. They had some really, Bozar's a really good wherever he played. He played quarterback and receiver and whatever, and then Funtash was running the ball hard. So they had a lot of good players on their end, but I think our defense just held up very well. Wyatt Payne and Max had phenomenal nights. And our defense is always going to go with Ty Koval and Bryce and Osborne at linebacker. It's a good D-line. But at the end of the day, you see, just a special mention because it doesn't happen very often. You get a night where offensive line does well, and then Max Gleason, I think Rylan Davidson's the only other time I saw this where he ran with 3 touchdowns, but he ran for a touchdown. He caught a touchdown pass, and he threw a touchdown pass. Yeah. So he had the trifecta, I call it. He throw, run, and catch,
true.
And that's just a phenomenal day for him. Yeah. And like 170 yards rushing or something. Then Wyatt Payne goes off and 2 touchdowns, but 230-something yards rushing, and then 2 interceptions on defense,
Yeah.
So, I mean, those are just phenomenal numbers. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you have those kind of nights and those kind of numbers, they're fun nights,
And everybody else contributed, like you say, too. So it's more than a 1-2 punch, but if we're going to say that, it'd be the Max Payne combo punch or whatever.
Absolutely. I mean,
it sounds like a cream
you're absolutely right. Like, our defense gets the ball back. Our offensive line's great. Ethan Osborne, gets his chunks of yards here and there and makes big plays. He had the first touchdown on the slant pass. So it is definitely a full team effort. But, when everyone's doing their job, those two even do better because now, a team can't just say, I'm focusing on one guy.
Yeah.
And even, it's hard. You can't focus on 2 guys. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Stop this guy. He stopped this guy and this guy, and then with a good offensive line in front of him. So,
and it was great to see you have an opportunity to, when you get a couple points up, where you can rotate other players in. Bryce got to take a bunch of snaps, and that was great to see that. And got Carrick out there, some of the underclassmen, and out there in a varsity game again. We haven't had as much of that as we've had sometimes in years past, and we're always anxious to try to see that the Spartans of tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are fun ones, and you get up and then those guys get to get in, and you want to be real classy. It's make sure you handle everything right when you're winning by 3 or 4 touchdowns. And so once we hit that 30-point mark, we definitely we all want to get one. We want to keep those other guys healthy. You get Wyatt Payne and Max Gleason out of the game, and we don't want to throw those next running backs to the wolves. So we try to keep some of our ones in and slowly put in some 2s. And then in the last drive or 2, we got all our JV guys in, and they get excited. They don't care if they get 2 or 3 plays. Hey, we got a varsity time, and it's good to see those guys so excited about that.
Yeah, I know you're great at not looking too far ahead. It's one game at a time, one play at a time. That's how you get a win, right?
Absolutely.
But you got to be thinking about next year, who's going to be here when our guys leave.
Yeah,
we're losing Max and Wyatt, and Bryce, and
absolutely, and that's what. Showing these guys in practice sometimes, hey, okay, these seniors are gone, so here's their replacements. So you need to be working now to get better for next year. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't just say right now, okay, well, I'm not going to get in the game. No, you work hard in practice now because you're going to be the guy next year.
You're going to have to be the guy, right?
And then when they get that little bit of varsity time, they get some experience. So.
Yeah, you see their eyes get kind of big too when you say that to them. They're thinking, me, coach?
Yeah, absolutely. Cause
they realize there
are a lot of them are freshmen. We're going to have some sophomores start next year. That's just the way it's going to go.
You've done that before and had success, though.
And absolutely.
So the underclassmen, you go down to watch some of the JV games and even what's it called, the Little Gritters or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
Little Spartans or
Little Spartans. I don't know what to call it. Freeway League. But.
Yeah, you've gone down. You're keeping an eye on that because you're thinking about the future too as well.
Absolutely.
But I guess they've been doing pretty well down at that level, right?
Absolutely. Our numbers all the way up are good. We have the most numbers we've had in the 3rd and 4th grade, and most of those kids are first-time players. And then we have 2 teams at the 5th and 6th grade level, and both of them are being successful. Both of them are winning most of their games. So that's the future.
There you go.
7th and 8th grade's getting taught. They're getting taught exactly what we do, so they're getting the same X's and O's that we're doing. So when they come up, they're going to know it. So it's a program. It's not a season. It's not just focus on your juniors and seniors. It's what do we have from 3rd grade up through 12th grade, and that's kind of what we pride ourselves on.
Right. Right. Not only you encourage them when they're doing well and so forth, and of course they love that to be encouraged on, but it also does the same back to you. You're encouraged for the future.
Absolutely. I'm excited.
You see Spartan Nation is going to be here and strong into the years to come.
Absolutely. We're in this new league, and watching those young kids come up, and be excited about who they're going to play. And it's the same teams they're playing at that level.
Yeah.
You know, and it'll be an exciting deal.
Yeah, and another thing I want to touch on too, Coach, is in week 1 we talked with Don Lewis, commissioner of the CVC. He came out and he did the coin toss, and then he came up in the booth. We interviewed him for a while, and that's where he communicated to us. And I was surprised to hear that we are the only team, I think, in the CVC that does not have artificial turf. At least in our conference, I think, and it seems like we're running into that when we're out there.
Yeah. There's a couple. I mean, Edgewood don't have turf yet.
Okay.
Grand Valley don't have turf.
Unless they play at Spire, he might have been thinking that or something.
But you're right as far as it's probably mostly our county though.
Yeah.
It's probably mostly our county. When we get outside the county, everyone has turf.
Yeah.
And I think it will be a discussion here soon.
That's I was wondering what direction you're going in, because the NFL now, with Aaron Rodgers and some of the other players, they're kind of looking at it like, well, maybe we shouldn't be doing it everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but I do know that I know financially it's good, and I really think it helps the kids in all sports. You're helping more kids. When you have a nice field, like we got more guys getting injured on a practice field because there's holes all over the place and there's things like that. Where if you have turf, you're practicing on a nice flat field. It's cushioned. The newer turf's better than the old turf. And the fact of the matter is high school kids don't have that explosiveness that the NFL guys have. You don't see as many kids just cut and blow out a knee.
Okay. Yeah.
But those NFL guys have such explosion, they might just make a cut and tear a knee up, and I don't see that very often. Just talking to other county schools or other schools that have turf, you don't see it a whole lot. But I'm sure it does happen more than with grass, that specific injury. But I think overall, like if you get turf, you can help out. The softball team could practice on it. The baseball team could practice on it. Obviously, the football and soccer team could practice on it. So you're helping more sports, especially baseball and softball. I mean, if it's even a little bad, our springs are so bad here, so you're just helping kids out. And then we're going to put the new facility, the new locker rooms up. Those will actually get used more than 5 times a year. We actually use them every day. Sure. And then we can get out of the high school where our guys make a smelly mess in the high school, which is the gym lockers. So there's a lot of positives to turf. We do like our field. It is a very nice grass field, and we like that. But I think the future is the future, and that's just we'll see what happens.
And to keep that field really nice, it can be labor intensive.
Very labor intensive.
I mean, if like what I don't know what Matt was doing in the past, but I worked in the golf course business a lot, and you can do a good job, but you have to pay a lot of attention to it.
Absolutely.
And turf, you don't have to.
Absolutely.
Well, you have to pay some attention to it, don't.
Yeah.
No question about it. But I just wondered about that. I know you're probably thinking about it, and we'll discuss that later on down the road if that time comes. And all of that. First is going to be goalposts first, right?
Maybe. We'll see. They want to keep throwing more stuff in front of what we need to get done. So
I know. Look ahead. Friday night. Anyway, I want to cover one more thing, too. You're talking with the guys out there about you're going to go visit some of our elderly residents. Elderly Spartan fans.
Yeah, we're at the Villa. We do team meals every Thursday.
Yeah. And
this Thursday is the Villa, and we hadn't been able to go there since COVID, so it's nice to get back there. It's always they do a great job. They'll do little cheers for us, and then they really take care of us. It's always a great meal. We've had different meals, taco bars and some kind of meat, potato stuff. Like they always take care of you. They get a lot of candy for the kids.
Okay.
So it's just nice atmosphere, and it's really, we just appreciate what they do for us and support us like many other places do. But it's definitely one of the more fun ones for our kids.
And the kids can walk around, talk with the residents, and it gives them gives them a thrill too. You got company.
Absolutely, and some of them have family members there and that kind of stuff. And these guys don't know. They don't know yet. They haven't been there since they've been in high school.
Oh, sure.
We haven't been there, so they're like, I'm trying to explain like this is a good one. You guys are going to enjoy it. Yeah. So it'll be a nice thing to get back there. Since, like I said, before COVID, so.
That's from the Spartan Nation Public Relations Department, right?
Yeah.
That's always great stuff to do, really is. Looking ahead to Friday night, though, with the Geneva Eagles, not a whole lot of guesswork of what they do. They're kind of like Hawking a little bit. They're not very splashy, but they get a lot of stuff done. I see they run like 3 running backs out of the backfield sometimes.
Absolutely, they got that wing T. So you got your fullback and your 2 wings.
Yeah,
and they share touches, and they're all talented, and they got a big offensive line in front of them. And
yes, they do.
They're probably the biggest challenge of the year, to be honest with you. Yeah. And that's okay because we need those games. And I tell these guys, it's all about confidence and believing you can do it. And in reality, you don't got to be better on paper. You got to be better one night. On Friday night, you got to be better than
That's right.
it.
That's right.
And And they got to believe that to have a shot, you know. And then you get a couple turnovers go your way, and then you're in a good spot. You go the opposite way, and we start turning the ball over. Yeah, they're not a team that you can't lose the turnover battle and beat a team like Geneva.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to cause turnovers. You got to be able to, be okay if they get a couple 5, 8, 10-yard runs. That's going to happen. We're just trying to. You don't want to give up the 20 and the 30s and the 40-yard runs. And then be able to move the ball. So we've been able to move the ball against everyone so far. We'll see what happens. Friday night, but. You got to put it in the end zone.
I could be wrong, too, you could tell me, but it didn't look like any of the runners were like a Jordan Johnson, but all together, they kind of work synergistically together and kind of more of a power running program. You think it is?
Yeah, absolutely. Their fullback is more, he's not a speed guy, he's just tough and strong, and he's like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
And then number 6 is, he has some speed, but it's not the same as Jordan Johnson. He's got some speed, though. He's not... That kid might have been one of the best we'll see all year, I think, at tailback. And then Ford's a solid athlete. They're just good athletes is what they look like. They're good athletes, and they're going to make you miss, But you got to contain them. And you're right, because the wing T can be confusing. Our guys got to stay home. They can't be running upfield and then chasing things down. Because one minute you think they're going one way, then they're going the other way. And they're okay with taking their chunks of yards. But the more plays it takes to score, the better chance you get a turnover. And that's the reality of it. And then if we can run the ball well and they're a running team, that shortens the clock, shortens the game. So if we stay in it, anything can happen at the end. And that's the thought process.
And they tried to throw it a little bit just to keep you honest?
Absolutely.
That's basically it?
The 2 games they won, they threw like 5 times both games. You know what I mean? When they were losing to Perry, they threw it a decent amount because they had to try to come back. But they, in kind of what we did last week,
Yeah.
Run the ball. We see something, we throw it, touchdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when they decide to throw that one, we can't give up the touchdown because that's actually what Hawken did. Hawken ran the ball. We contain him, and then throw over top touchdown. And we can't give up those touchdowns over top when we're working so hard to stop the run. You know? So our DBs have been really coached well on that this week. We'll see if it follows through in the game situation.
Yeah,
they lull you to sleep,
Yeah.
10, 15 runs in a row, and then fake a run and they pop someone out there. It might only be one receiver, and they get loose. So
yeah, I didn't watch enough film to know how their quarterback was.
Really. Yeah, well, he's good enough to get it. And they got their little receiver. He's a short kid, Giovanni, number 25. He's lightning fast. He's one of them short, quick, fast guys, and they have him at receiver. So he's a guy that they're going to definitely try, even if it's only 5 times they're throwing the ball, they're going to try to throw 3 or 4 of those balls to him, see if he can beat you deep.
Well, we look forward to it. If you have a big night from your linebackers, and of course we know how the line is right away, but they get some backup against that running game, that wing T game. Who knows what can happen?
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
I mean, it could be a thrill. They played Struthers pretty tough. That was a close game, I think. Springfield was, and actually Perry's kind of was, but not really, but closer than some of their other games.
Right. Perry got away from a little,
Yeah, but that happens to a lot of teams that play Perry.
That's right, absolutely. But, you watch that film and you could definitely see some weaknesses, you know what I mean? And even though Perry's very good, you can see some weaknesses, some spots that maybe we can hit. And it'll just be a matter of executing.
Yes, it will.
So.
Coach, wish you the best luck Friday night against the Geneva Eagles. It's going to be great. And it's homecoming.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a thrilling night for the kids.
It is.
They're going to have a good time no matter what happens,
It's
right?
fun. It's a good atmosphere. I just got to try to keep my focus on the game until after the game, right?
Amen to that, yes.
But they will. I think they'll do a good job at it.
Well, thanks, Coach. All the best.
All right, thank you.
Lights.
It's been the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show right here on WOW Media.
Yeah, and that's the Coaches Show that you heard there. It was a little bit longer than what we wanted it to be, but hey, that happens sometimes. I want to say congratulations once again to J.R. Hutchison, who's the king tonight at homecoming, and Adriana Oster is the queen. So congratulations to them.
Ariana.
Ariana?
Ariana.
Okay,
Oster.
Ariana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a special night for those two.
Yes, it is.
And for everybody on the court. Congratulations to everybody.
That's great. And, of course, Matt Jarvie with me, of course, Ben Jarvie down at the other end, and Steve Grant in between here. And we're going to cover this game here tonight. Coach even said in the Coaches Show, Steve, that this may be the biggest challenge you have all year.
Yeah, I think so. Last week, Geneva blew out Edgewood, which I did not expect. But I talked to Scotty Edwards, and he kind of expected it because he says Geneva's a good team. They respect Geneva, but they're not intimidated by him.
Yeah.
Conneaut matches up well with them. They run a lot. Geneva does run a wing T, which is different, but they do run a lot, pass very little.
Yeah.
And their line is big, too.
Yeah. Tonight, depending on how this game goes, they may try to establish your passing game too, because as they get into the playoffs, they're probably going to need that.
Oh, absolutely.
I think they ran into that with Perry. They realized they need to have a multifaceted offense.
Right. This is a big conference game
These
for
two
both of them.
teams between Conneaut and Geneva, they have 4 of the top 6 tacklers. Ty Koval's number 1, Bryce Sperlin's number 2, Pete is 3rd, and Logan Queen is tied for 6th.
Oh,
There you go.
the ball fell down here, so they're going to have to re-tee it up and see if there's any penalty.
I wonder if that's an omen of things to come.
Well, it could have been intentional. I don't know.
Yeah.
Flagrantly
Of course,
intentional.
Geneva dressed in their Ohio State scarlet and red with
This
red
is,
numerals, and Connie in all blue with white
Owen
numerals.
Pfeiffer is the kicker, and it is off from the 40 all the way down. It's being caught at the 9-yard line.
It's Wyatt.
And Wyatt's looking for he got a little running room. Missed a couple of blockers there and pushed his way up all the way to the 46.
Yeah. That was an excellent run and a good shake off by Wyatt on that right side. Just looked like he was going to go right out of bounds, but he stayed in for at least 6 more. Yeah.
He hesitated, wait for a couple more blockers, and got about 5 more yards. Good run.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how our speed really does against this Geneva Eagle team. They've got speed too in Abe Rosales. He's their 11th grade tailback that they have.
And Giovanni Rice.
Giovanni Rice and Bryce Pete. Also, and Luke Barbo. I mean, those guys are more your big fullback types, but we'll see much of them later on.
Yeah, let's talk about Connie
And
now.
Max hands off to Wyatt. He gets a little gap through the run hole there and wrestled down. That's wrestled down by numbers. That number 7.
Luke Barbo.
Luke Barbo, yeah. He's a big boy. He's 6 foot 185.
Right, nice tackle.
He's a runner and a linebacker, and you can see the size of the Geneva Eagles already starting to show itself right now, how we threw Wyatt around there.
Right.
I mean, these guys are big everywhere.
They are.
Even in the defensive backfield, they look pretty good
Probably
size.
the biggest team we've played this year. I would imagine.
Yeah, and that's compared to Hawken.
Right.
There's Max back there. He hands off to Wyatt again. They're going with Wyatt up the middle.
Awful close to the first down.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they're saying he got it.
Yeah, they're
It
moving
was
the chains.
Oh, they're going to move him.
2 runs, and they got it, and they're close to midfield.
Yeah, our line is going to be a big part of this, and it seems like they're able to open up some holes here early on for Wyatt in his running game. So that's encouraging to see that.
It
But
is.
we got
And
one
very
thing to keep in
important,
mind.
too.
A team that compares to Geneva is Hawken, and we played them 2 weeks ago on this field. They played really well first half, but they got worn out second half. So it's all about the endurance too, of
Exactly.
how they play all
Very
4
good
quarters.
point. Yes,
Excellent
endurance.
Yeah.
Max back in the shotgun, takes it up the middle, looking for a hole, but there was no hole. In fact, there were just Eagles ahead of him there, and he hits at the 44, and he's knocked for a loss. They're going to mark that at the 45, I think. He was able to kind of fall forward.
Right. Hit by the tight end linebacker, Matt Wright, 5'10", 180. Good size.
He's up there with sacks, so that's probably another one for him.
Matt Wright.
Tied for 3rd with 3 sacks so far on the
Okay.
year. Yeah.
Okay. Loss of 2 on that one.
Max is back. Wyatt behind him off to his right-hand side. 2 wideouts on the far side of the field. Gives it to Wyatt. There's a lot of commotion in the middle there. Not much of a hole. Gets about to the 46, and that's where they're going to mark it.
That was Matt Wright again.
Right, good job by the Geneva defense converging in on Wyatt Payne, and he really didn't have any room to run.
With forward progress, he might have got a half yard, but if that. So it's 3rd and 11 probably.
Yeah, a long 10, or Steve likes it when I call it that.
10.5, yeah.
If you just joined us, we just started, about 9:35 left in the first half. No score yet. Conneaut with the ball.
On homecoming night.
Yes, beautiful night.
Max is back, gets a stop, gives it to Wyatt, looking for some running room, but
nice.
the Eagles are tough, and they caught him in the backfield. That's number 23. They caught him in the backfield.
Logan Queen.
Yeah.
Logan Queen.
He's one of the top 4 tacklers, isn't he?
Yeah,
Ben?
he's 6th in the county.
6th in the county. Okay.
Yeah, with he's got 49 on the year.
Okay.
Ty Koval's number 1 was 67.
Whatever they're trying to do in that running game up the middle, there's a lot of congestion there. And the line's kind of in real tight on this one. Wyatt's back. Oh, no, that's Berlin. There's the punt.
Not bad.
Hits about out of bounds.
About
at
the
25.
26.
I don't know if he was trying to kick it out. I thought maybe he was trying to hug the.
Well, he marked it right where it right where it landed out of bounds, but it probably went out about the 29. But
Yeah.
we'll see if they're going to mark that.
Yeah,
Looks like they are going to mark it there.
Conneaut, they tried to go back to their roots on that drive, but definitely was a little conservative. And
Right, and they didn't throw one pass.
not one pass. They
That's
were all
okay.
pretty much planned runs, not even play action. So
They've been working on their passing game, so we'll have to give all this time. But right now, we're anxious to see how this Spartan defense does against this wing T of the Geneva Eagles.
Well, they scored 49 points against Edgewood, so this team can score. No doubt about it.
And we're going to need a big night from our linebackers. Ty Colville, Bryce in the backfield. There's a movement, I think. I don't know if that was
No flag.
no flag. I thought there was. There was a whistle that kind of popped real quick.
Bryce Pete was the runner on that one. Sophomore, 5'10", 195, big fella in weight.
Maybe that whistle's coming from somewhere else. I don't know. Do you hear that?
Must be.
I think
Or you're hearing things. What do you think, Ben?
Maybe it's the beep down here.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
something's beeping. I don't know what
I think
it
it's this the scoring booth over here.
There's Rosales on a running play. Hits a couple of Spartans and forces his way out to the 40.
Awful close to the first down.
Yep,
You know, that's their little running back. He's 5'11", 155, but he's running real big on that play.
Gets the first down.
Yep. And it is first down Geneva right at the 40.
Abe Rosales never tells a lie on the football field. And he's under the center. Number 12 hands off.
Kenny Young.
You're right. That's Hayden Dimer. Hayden Dimer with a running play there. That's another. They have a big host of running backs in this on this offense, and they rotate them in and out quite a bit. I think each one of them brings something different to their offensive strategy.
Yeah, good point. They always have a fresh bunch of backs, and that's good for them.
Yeah, it was a good pickup of 4, so that's where 2nd and 6 upcoming for the Eagles.
Kenny Young hands off. This number 5 with a running play.
Bryce Pete again.
Yeah, he finally brought down, but not until he picks up about 4. It's close to a first down, isn't it?
Yeah, about a yard short.
Yeah, it'll be a 3rd and 1 upcoming.
6:55 to go here in the first quarter.
Well, that's the book on Geneva. They run a lot, and they'll not a lot of long runs.
Yeah.
But they'll just 5 yards and 10 yards you to death. Very solid running game.
There's a quarterback sneak there by Young. Gets across line for the first down. Just trying to move the markers. I think you're right. I think they use that big offensive line that they've got and just try to push everybody around and wear them down throughout the evening.
Right. Well, they're in Conneaut territory now.
Yep.
48-yard line, 1st and 10. About 6.5 minutes left here in the first period. No score yet.
And it's going to be a daunting task to try to stop this offense.
Oh, I can see that.
3 wideouts on the far side. Rosales gets a pitch out, running over there where the blocking is on the far side of the field. Gets down to about the 41.
Right, Luke Smith, another runner. 6'1", 180 senior.
Or Luke Smith, yeah. Yeah, and he's a heck of a defender too.
Right.
He's been player of the year a couple of times, or player of the week.
Defensive back.
So the Eagles are on the move here, across midfield. They're in Spartan territory. Young is back, pitches out, and he's got a hole, gets through. That's the first down.
And it wasn't even disguised, but they seemed like they completely lost him there.
Bryce Pete again, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryce Pete is one of their main workers, along with Luke Barbeau, it seems like, and Abe Rosales. But we see many other faces that are rotated in and out too as well. Kenny Young under center. He looks like he's under center almost everything here with the wing T.
Right.
There's a pass off and a sweep on this Barbeau.
Hayden Deemer.
Oh, Hayden Deemer. See, another one. That's another.
Right, another a 6'2", 180 junior. Boy, they rotated in on a lot of backs. About, what, 6 backs, Ben?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah, that's going to be tough for Conneaut to defend.
Oh, yeah.
If you keep having these change of pace backs, they're going to just run it right down
Right,
the defense's throat, and they're not going to get tired.
They'll wear him down, and Geneva's fresh.
Yeah.
Right, that's exactly it.
Boy, Rocco's got to come up with something here.
Young is back, and he's in a shotgun there. He takes off running up the middle as a sneak. Picks up a couple.
That was Bryce right up the middle, grabbed him, dropped him, dragged him down by the shoes.
Right. Scotty Edwards in on that stop.
Second
got a
down and
couple.
6.
Yeah.
Looks like who's out there? Is that Sperlin's talking with a referee, or he was.
Looked like it a little bit. I'm not sure what could have been discussed.
Lined up as the linebackers. Young rolls out. He's going to try to throw the ball. Looking to throw up. He takes off running instead.
Nice.
Gets tipped up.
That's Ty.
He's
Koval.
close to a first down, though, even with the tackle.
Right, Young couldn't find anybody and went to the right side toward the sideline and was stopped by Koval for, maybe a gain of a couple.
Yeah. No,
Nice.
good by Ty to, kind of track the quarterback like that and close in when he looked like he was tucking the ball and running with it.
He's just one good ball player.
Yeah.
It's a critical third down play here. They got to
they're
try
on
to
18.
slow this Eagle offense down. In motion up the middle is a running play. It's the first down, and he's down about to the, looks like the 8-yard line.
Yeah, Bryce Pete.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write.
Looked like the hole is about 6 feet wide, when they're running with it.
Huge holes. You're right, Ben.
The second line of defense really isn't closing in and finding the hole quickly. So that group of linebackers, I know we talk other than Ty Koval and Bryce Sperlin, we need to have that terror on defense to close those gaps.
First and goal.
Oh, they had him tripped
Still
up there,
on
but
it.
somehow he got through the Spartan defenders. Looked like they had him for a loss.
Right, Luke Smith, and then he got a couple.
Oh,
Stayed on his feet.
yeah.
Ryan Turner in on the stop. He did get a couple. Second and goal now at the 3.
That's our trainer running out on the field. Somebody, who's that over there that's on the far side that's got an injury, Ben? I don't know if you can tell who that is. He's sitting down in the end zone right now.
Can't get his number.
Spartans are going to take advantage of this injury timeout, so Rocco can talk over things with him.
It's 62, which I think it's Jaden.
Oh, it's Jaden.
Oh. Hope he didn't hurt that knee again.
I didn't see the play at all, what happened or anything, but he was up walking on it. But then he was favoring it too as well.
Yeah, Jaden just came back a couple weeks ago after an injury to his knee.
Yep.
Last year.
Yeah. He showed us a couple of plays too where he showed that speed, that burst of speed that the big man has.
Yeah, I talked to him before the game, asked him how he felt. He said he felt great. Nice young man.
Yeah.
Everybody I talked to they're all nice on this team. Really good bunch of guys.
Yep.
We got the trainers over there.
He's still on the
Spending time
ground.
with him.
If it is indeed Jaden.
Yeah, they got him up. He's walking.
Yeah,
Looks like
it
he's
is
doing
Jaden.
okay.
Yeah, doesn't seem.
Yeah,
He's not limping too much.
He's gonna be all right, I think. Yeah, but he
Maybe-
does have that knee brace on.
Maybe it
so
was just a cramp. Who knows?
Could be.
We've seen that happen before.
he's even he's even jogging off.
Right, he's
so
jogging off.
He's
so
gonna be okay, we think. So
That's good. That's good.
It's a great sign.
But the Spartans are in trouble.
yeah, it's
Back to their 3.
second and goal.
3:35 left here in the first period. Geneva getting ready to score.
Yeah. One thing we know, this team doesn't throw much, so we
No,
know
they
they're
don't.
putting it on the ground. So
Kenny Young under the center. One back behind him. Takes a snap. Hands off up the middle.
Bryce Pete.
Yep. Geneva Eagles touchdown
Yeah, it
from
is
3 yards out.
Boy, what a great line they have. I mean, he just made that
Yeah.
look so easy. But great kudos to that Geneva line. So 3:17 left in the first period. Geneva gets on the scoreboard first.
You see, Geneva's
And-
got a nice little crowd too that came over tonight.
Yeah, good crowd all around. Bryce Pete will do the kicking for Geneva.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
No, number 9.
Owen Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Kick goes up. Ooh,
And no good. Nope.
no
Nope.
good.
Off
Pushed
to the
it.
left.
Off
Yeah,
to the left.
Hold it left. So 6-0. It's going to stay Geneva over Conneaut right now with
That-
3:17
yeah.
left in this quarter.
It took the better part of the first quarter to score 6 points. So, that's one thing encouraging because they've been known to put up a lot more points than that in a single quarter.
That's
Yeah.
true. It took them, like you
you
say,
know,
the better half of the first period.
it's not much
Conneaut
of a
hung in
victory.
there, but they just run the ball at you constantly
Yeah.
with several different
Yeah.
runners.
Yeah. The coach was talking to them too because, they didn't run into the wing T over here very much.
No.
I think Edgewood is trying to run the wing T as well. And we used to run into the PIAA a little bit,
Right.
Right.
And coach has tried to retrain them about that, on what you look for and what you don't look for, what you don't do. You don't watch the guys move, and you watch the ball.
Yep. Anyone listening as well from Geneva, we appreciate it. Glad you tuned in with us on 1360 AM, 102.9 FM, and WOW TV.
Yeah, chime
And,
in on YouTube,
sorry,
right?
I didn't. Yeah, chiming in on the YouTube channel, 1360 WOW Sports. I'm sorry I didn't make it over to Geneva on the Lake this year, but maybe next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, always a good time.
Oh, it's a wonderful town. It
I
really
love
is.
that town.
It's a great town.
So Owen Pfeiffer, senior for Geneva, will kick off. 3:17 left here in the first period. Geneva 6, Conneaut nothing.
You can tell he's doing it by the book here too. He's a soccer style kicker.
Right.
And there's the kick. It's a little low, but decent kick. Caught about the 2. He's got looking for some room up the middle. Finds a little bit of a gap. Bullies his way out about the 29, and that's it. And that's Wyatt Payne getting to the 29-year line.
Yeah, Donald
line.
Shimsky in on the stop. I think that's the coach's son. 5'11" junior on the stop for Geneva. So Conneaut takes over at about the 29, their own 29.
We'll see if they intend on mixing it up a little bit. We've seen it in the past couple of weeks where they've been going to the air more and more.
I have a hunch they're going to go to the air this series.
Yep, and what they've been working on is the short little passes, quick little pass, dump offs, and across the middle. Max back in the shotgun. Wyatt next to him.
No,
Wyatt gets the ball going off the left tackle, and he only gets about a yard. They're going to mark that out to about the 30, and that's it.
Stopped by Bryce Pete, the kick, the running back for Geneva. Boy, this Geneva team defense closes in so fast on these runners.
Right. Yeah, and that's why they got the same 3 guys, that are going to key in on Conneaut. They know it's either going to be Wyatt or Max. So
Right.
unfortunately, we're going to have to, as we mentioned, not play it as safe as we did first drive, maybe.
It's Max. He was going to fake a
Nothing.
pitch out.
Yeah, it looked like an option.
Yeah, and he kept it and ran up the middle there, but all there were Eagles in front of him.
Yeah, and it was probably a little far for Max to flip it out to Wyatt.
I don't know if that was a broken play or what, but there were no Spartan blockers in front of him.
He stopped immediately by Jamil Douglas, 5'11" junior for Geneva.
Yeah.
So they gained nothing on that one.
That brings up 3rd down and 9. Max is backed in with Wyatt. We'll see if he got 2 wideouts on the near side. He's going to throw the ball. Gets it across to Bryce, off his hands and out of bounds.
Wasn't
Wouldn't
a
have been
bad
enough
throw.
for the first down, but it was a little high. But I think it hit him in the hands, didn't it, Ben?
Yeah, I think it was right on the money. I mean, it did go through his hands. Very catchable.
Yeah, it was catchable.
But I don't think he would have gotten popped and hit out of bounds. Probably got maybe about 5 or 6 on that one. Probably not enough. Who knows? But that's incomplete. 4th and 8. Conneaut with 1:50 left in this first quarter. They will punt.
Yeah, Bryce is back. Punting formation. Oh, it's a short one.
Out of bounds again.
Yeah, that was about 5 10 yards
At
out of
about the
bounds.
43 or 44 yard line.
Yeah, he needs a.
Yeah, they're going to mark that almost to the 50, though, I think. The 49.
It almost looks like he's doing it intentionally, but I'm not sure about that.
No, I don't know.
Maybe it's just going off the right side of his foot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he looks like he's stepping this way
Uh-huh.
too. You know,
Yeah.
instead of trying to take a 2-step drop towards
But,
the end zone. You know.
Yeah, you don't want to put Geneva in great field position, and here they are, at their own 49.
Yep.
1:46 left here in the first period. They lead Geneva 6-0 over our Spartans.
Yeah, this is what you don't want to do, is give them the ball to 50.
Absolutely not.
Bryce Pete, yeah, he's got 508 yards this year, and Luke Smith has 451 yards. They're 6th and 7th in the county.
Pretty good.
Oh, sneaky play. Number 6.
Bounces off a couple of blockers.
Hayden Deemer.
Oh, and he's all the way down to the 30-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They're going to mark that at the 31.
Finally stopped by Max Gleason.
Boy.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's kind of the thing. That was Deemer, who's not even their main rusher, and you got, like I said, Bryce Pete, 83 carries, 508 yards.
Well,
so
yeah.
that's like averaging about six, a little over 6 a carry. And then Luke Smith has 54 carries for 451 yards. That's about 8 or 9 a carry.
At the
Excellent.
3 backs in this time.
Excellent.
That's Luke again. Luke Smith. That time the Spartans kind of played very tough defense and grabbed him and stopped him.
Right, that's the Spartans we're used to seeing,
Maybe a pickup of what? 2 yards?
if that.
Yeah. It's about 2nd and 4 or 5, maybe 2nd
They gave
and
him
5.
5 yards? Boy, it sure
Well.
didn't seem like it. Less than a minute to play here now as the clock runs down. Geneva with the ball.
Number 5 up the middle.
Oh, he's running hard all the way
Look
down
at this,
into
look
the
at
end
this.
zone.
Oh, he's in.
Touchdown, Geneva Eagles.
Bryce Pete again.
Yep. Bradley Agnew, and I think it was Max couldn't drag him down all the way.
It's that big, strong fullback, 5'10", 195 pounds, and he's only a sophomore.
Right, I was just going to say that, man. We get to see this guy 2 more years.
Yeah,
What a great
I
player.
think we'll get to know him better than we'd like to.
Absolutely. Owen
4.
Pfeiffer with the attempt. And that one went through.
You know, I think here early on, it seems like we have a lot of defensive backs out there, and it's almost like you know what I mean, Steve. That you'd almost like to sacrifice that, go man on man with a receiver, and put your more big guys up there to be playing like a linebacker.
That's a thought, yeah.
You need more guys
That
on
might
the
work.
line to deal with that threat that they have up the middle.
Well, you know, Geneva's not doing anything different with all their series, and Coach Rocco's got to come up with some sort of a different plan here, because whatever's they're doing now is not working.
Yeah. Right, you want to try something before it gets out of hand, and it's quickly getting that way, I think.
13-0. The odds makers spotted the Spartans 22
Hey, you said
on this
that.
game.
That was your bookie friend, right?
Knuckles from
Knuckles.
Cleveland, yes. Chicago, excuse me.
Yeah, Lower East Side, I think. Still can't believe that. Somebody's putting point spreads out there in high school football games.
Oh, they're everywhere.
You know, I saw a high school game the other day that had a bar advertising in it. Remember when you weren't allowed to do that?
People will bet on anything.
No, but I mean they're advertising in it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean you weren't allowed to have alcohol and
I know.
gambling and things like that.
I know.
Everything's different now. Once everybody got the shot, now everything's
Here comes Pfeiffer, the
Pfeiffer,
kick.
nice kick all the way down, caught about the 5. And that's Max. Max is cutting inside, got a little running room there.
Man.
Spin move there and gets
Battles
to
his way out.
past the 30.
31, I think.
That was actually Wyatt.
Was that Wyatt?
Yeah, but,
No.
Was
but a
it?
really good run. Yeah, Wyatt's return guy on this
They
side.
look so much alike.
Yeah, they have about the same body type. You know,
They
really.
do.
Yeah.
I think we ought to pass the hat and have these windows cleaned, don't you guys think? Somebody could come in here.
These
and,
ones aren't as bad as the other side.
no,
to be
I
honest.
mean, you got these guys around town. They got the little squeegee things, They'd probably come in here.
They would tell us, "Here's the squeegee. You take care of it."
Well, we'd probably do that too.
Have you noticed there's a lot of gang tackling by Geneva?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
always 2 or 3
They put
in
the
there.
hurt on.
Yes.
Oh, false start.
Whistles.
I don't know where they came
No,
from.
Offsides.
Offsides by Geneva.
Geneva.
All right.
That'll help.
Moving it up 5 yards, huh?
There you
No.
go.
At
Billy
half.
Billy Ciccatelli's up here annoying us.
Still first down.
We've asked security to remove him, but they won't.
That should be first down and 5, right?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's
Doesn't look like it, but
There you go. 1st and 5 at about the 36.
it looks like 1st and 6 with a 5-yard penalty on the first down play.
yeah.
16 seconds left here in the first period.
Max back in the shotgun. Takes the ball, hands off to Wyatt. He's going to try to get over here to the near side of the field, but there's a lot of traffic in his way.
Luke Barbeau
He's dropped back to the
popped him a good one.
34-yard line. I think is where we're going to mark that.
Boy, that Luke Barbeau can hit.
They just seem to be there where our guys are trying to run the ball.
It's almost like they know the place.
I know, and it's like we don't have any people there in the vicinity.
Yep.
Right.
That's it, by
I'm
the
not
way.
sure.
That's it. That's the end of the first quarter.
Well-
13-0 Geneva ends that first quarter. We're going to play this brief spot and come back for quarter 2 after this on WOW Sports. Oh, Dad. No.
Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Switch to State Farm and you could save. In Conneaut, call me, Chris Brecht, at 593-1191 or visit me at brechtinsurance.com.
Your Conneaut Save-A-Lot grocery store is a proud Spartan sponsor. Your Save-A-Lot means the lowest prices on the name brands you know and love every day. Save-A-Lot food prices are deeply discounted when compared to other conventional grocery stores. Not only does Save-A-Lot offer the lowest prices on groceries, but fresh produce and fresh meat cut daily in their butcher shop. Your Conneaut Save-A-Lot on West Main. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices.
Here we go.
We are back.
We are back.
Am I on?
There's a handoff. Max looking for some running room. A
Yeah.
flag comes flying in. I don't know what happened there. It was from the far side of the field, it looked like. I don't know who threw that. Oh, yeah, it had been the referee that's in there on the far side right now.
Whoa,
It's
who's
against
down there
Conneaut.
for
The
Conneaut?
umpire signals against Conneaut. We have another player down right now.
Yeah.
Can't get the number on
Last
that
week it was all Jefferson players. Now it's going back to Conneaut.
This is 58.
I think it is.
Is that 58? That's Scotty Edwards?
Can't see because the ref's blocking
one.
him.
Get out of the way, referee, please.
I think it's 58, yeah. I think it's Scotty.
It is Scotty.
And he's, they're checking his ankle. Looks like.
He's not.
Or
doesn't
calf. I think it's a calf issue. He's going to be all right.
Yeah, he's getting up. Seems to be okay.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
limping.
He's
Yeah,
favoring it.
I'm not sure if it's the ankle or the calf, but it looked like he was grabbing in that area, so
We'll see.
he's going to sit a couple plays out.
Walking very gingerly. We can't
Yes, he
afford to
is.
lose him. We'll see what happens. He's going to the bench, getting a little rest.
And I'm seeing it. No, he's not. He's going to stay standing up. He's going to keep working on it.
Okay, it was his right.
I think it was a cramp. I'm going to guess
I think it's always encouraging, too, when he doesn't go to the bench with the trainer to have it examined
Right.
further.
It's his
Yeah.
right foot.
Yeah, I think it is probably the ankle, yeah.
Well, we
Anyways,
we don't want to do without him.
2nd and 7 for the Spartans now.
Max is back, wide right to his left. It's a pass out to the side.
Bad pass.
Looked like it was intended for Carrick.
Or Ethan Osborne.
Yeah, it
I
was,
think
Yeah,
it was
Ethan
in-
Osborne, yeah, it flew over him, and it almost got to Thad.
yeah,
But it was over his head, too.
Matt Wright came in off that left side and jumped in the air. I think Max
Right.
had to throw it too high to get it over him, at
Well,
least from what he thought.
Right,
And,
he was under a lot of
That's
pressure.
why he let it sail past.
Under a
Ethan.
lot of pressure. You
Yeah.
got to give credit to that Geneva line.
But,
Wow.
But Conneaut, even if they don't get the first down, they got to get like maybe 10 yards on this
third
play.
and long.
Wyatt's back going to throw again. He takes off running instead.
There
Cuts
you go.
back to the middle. Gets across the 35, across
flags.
the 40. I don't know what that flag was for, but it came from the backfield
three of them.
The defensive backfield of the Eagles.
3 flags.
That's usually a holding, but we'll see.
Yep.
What a great run by Max, though.
Yeah, they're coming back this way.
Actually, there's 4 flags.
A
out
face
there.
Oh,
mask.
no, it's against Geneva with a face mask.
Oh.
Okay.
That'll be a
I
15-yarder.
didn't see that. We'll have to watch it on the instant replay later, Ben.
Right.
Get back to it. I didn't.
Well, that's
I
a break
missed
for
it.
Conneaut. Let's see if they take advantage of it. With 11:21 left here in the
Yeah, unbelievable play.
second
though.
period.
Max on 3rd and 17. You know, we were just thinking we got to get maybe 5 to 10 yards on that play, and he gets a pickup of 30
That's right.
plus the face mask.
See,
That'll
that's
take him
15
to the
that's 15
Geneva 35.
That's at the end of the play, too. And I got to talk to Rock about that, about the rule change on whether you assess the penalty from where the play ends or from the original line of scrimmage. I thought there was a change in the rule on that.
Well, they're at their Geneva 34.
Max is back. Ethan rolled out, and that's Wyatt looking for some running room, and he gets a little bit. He is across the 37, it looks like. They're going to mark that about at the 33.
You got a couple. Luke Barbeau in on it, as usual.
Yep.
But I'll tell you,
It's Wyatt down to the 33 yard
Wyatt
line.
gave all he got. They didn't get him down easily, so he got a couple. About 3.
Brings up a 2nd and 8, so the Spartans are moving the ball.
They really need to score.
Yes,
They
they
really
do.
need to score now.
We got 10:40 to go here in the first half. Spartans have their best opportunity and really doing the best job of moving the football right here on this series. Max is back. Wyatt off to his left. Thad goes in motion, and I think it's legal procedure.
Delay of game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
Delay of game against the
I
Spartans.
was looking to see if anybody else moved. But
Well, I kept looking at Max, and it looked like he wasn't sure if he was
Well,
going
I
to call
think-
that play or he's going to change
I
it.
think he was signaling for Thad to get in motion. Thad wasn't. Now Thad's kind of signaling over the sideline, like it wasn't my fault. I didn't know what.
Yeah.
Of course, that is Thaddeus Hooyah.
Ooh, yeah.
I love that name. I told him before the game I love that name.
Max rolling out to the near side of the field. Going to throw the ball. No, he's going to keep it and run with it.
There you
Got
go.
some running room. Gets all the way down to about the
Whoa.
22-yard line.
He grabbed his face mask and no call.
And they dragged him out outside the
Yeah.
field too.
And
But
he was on his way out of bounds when they.
Definitely unnecessary roughness.
I know I couldn't tell if that was a
These
horse collar or
referees.
what. But
Unbelievable.
I've
That was
seen-
so obvious.
I've seen worse though. Yeah, I've seen
Yes,
dirtier.
we have.
I've seen dirtier. So first down though.
nice first down, and that first down is brought to you by.
University Hospital, Conneaut Medical Center, advancing the science of health and art of compassion for 100 years.
Amen to that. Over 100 years. And there's a running play goes out of bounds. That's Wyatt. He gets inside the 20. You're going to mark that as only about a yard pickup, maybe the 19.
Yeah, Bryce Pete in on the stop.
Actually, they're calling it more than that. It's about 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
You know, when Max takes off on those broken plays like he has
Yeah.
all season, it's hard to stop him. He's so quick and fast.
Oh yeah.
Max is back. He hands off to Wyatt. Wyatt gets through the line, but there's a bunch of Eagles there.
Oh,
There's only
Lord.
Bryce Berlin is the only Spartan that is there in that mix other than Wyatt, and about 4 Eagles.
And Deemer, Shimsky.
Yeah. And, one of the
Matt
one of the
Wright.
Eagles wound up with the ball too, but that was
Wow.
already out of bounds. So it's coming up on a 3rd and 7.
They're
for-
just so good at closing in
They are.
on the runner.
They are.
It's just amazing.
And it's not just one, it's several.
yeah, like
yeah.
you said, gang tackling.
Yes.
Like they all find the spot to converge all at once.
And they don't look like they're all that fast, but maybe they are deceivingly quick.
Well, they're
Whoa,
good.
whoa.
Yeah, see the timing of it. They're constantly trying to force the timing of
Timeout.
the snap, and Conneaut
I
takes a
think that's
timeout.
Rock calls a timeout there. I want to remind everyone, too, that at halftime we'll have a recap there. It's brought to you by Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices. Remember, on sale right now, a 12-ounce pack of bacon. This Bar S bacon. I think it's good quality bacon. $3.49. $3.49 for that. Strip steaks are $5.99. Okay? And also, hey, Ben, 4 types of Michigan apples. A 3-pound bag is like $1.99.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah,
that's the best prices you can get.
Yeah, I know.
It's always good to see produce as well as meat.
So great savings. They've got inflation fighting low prices over there at Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Get over there and start saving money. It's a good idea.
Hey, I got to call you on one of your commercials.
Yeah?
Matt. You copied something from the Seinfeld show. I'll bring it up later. I'll tell you later. I love it, though.
I did?
Yes, yeah. Maybe you didn't even know it. I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not plagiarism, folks. Nothing illegal.
And a fake
Max
flip.
is looking to throw the ball. He was open, and he's going for him anyway. It's out of bounds.
Threw it out of bounds.
Trying to get that ball to Bryce Sperlin in the end zone. He was on man-on-man coverage.
And a hold, too. A hold called again.
That was good. It's good coverage by Pete.
Well, he was looking to throw the ball early, and I think he got flushed out of the pocket. And in that time, I think the line was trying to keep the Eagles off of Max, and in so doing came a hold.
Flag against the Spartans, and this is a big one.
Oh, boy.
10-yarder.
Yeah, so they're going to take the yardage. So then it's still third down then.
Yep.
So, repeat.
Third down.
But now it's third and like 18 or something. So
Third and a whole lot.
That was Max's first throw, I think. No, not first throw, but probably first throw downfield.
Yeah.
Didn't complete. He's going to have to try something like that again. We'll see.
9:03 left here.
And it looked like he had Bryce in man-on-man coverage with a smaller opponent, so it could have been a way for him to wrestle it away from him.
Look at this, like power.
Come on, Spartans, got to move forward, not backwards.
They're running in a tight pattern here.
And there's a flag.
Delay of game again.
They're just so lost out there right now.
It looks like it. They're confused.
Yeah.
I don't want, it looks like coach is pointing at something. He's talking to the ref right now.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure what he's talking to one of the refs about.
I think maybe something to do with the clock. I don't know.
Like they started the clock too early? I don't know.
Well, 3rd and 22 now. Back to their own 34.
And Max is going to throw it again. That's across the middle. Oh, that's Ethan, right?
Yeah.
Stopped
Ethan.
Immediately by Bryce Pete again.
Pete. Yeah, it was a.
Yeah, they tried to set up some blocking there, but.
Yeah, a little screen pass, but it didn't go far.
A couple yards, but they were backed up so far. It's going to be 4th and.
Well, they have to go for it, obviously.
4th and 20.
Too long for a field goal.
I'd punt it. Yeah, back them up.
You know, it might not be a bad idea. Just
no, you don't want
punt it out of bounds at the 5 or something.
Don't give it back to Geneva on the 40 something.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's about where.
That'd be the 34, but
that's
still.
about where a punch would end up landing anyway, probably. So.
I boot it down. Oh, they're going for it.
No.
Oh, he rolls out. Max is going to the far side of the field. He's got some running room, but he throws it. This time to Bryce Sperlin. That's a first down, I think.
Yeah, no, it's
not.
Oh, well short. Well short.
He got past the original line of scrimmage, though, probably to the 20.
Right,
so.
but at least they're deeper in their own.
I couldn't see the far marker, and I thought the near one was the farthest one. So anyway, that's first and 10.
But they got Geneva back where they should be, though.
Hey, you know that was a fairly successful passing play, though, except it didn't go for enough yardage.
Right, but.
Other than that, it looked good.
The best pass play.
It was
so
a great
tonight.
play, but it didn't go anywhere.
It didn't yield anything. Yeah, we didn't get anything out of it.
The Eagles have the ball in their own 17 now with 8:08 left here in the second period. They're leading 13-0.
Oh, that's a running play. That's Pete again. Pete, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody finally catches up to him on the
gang
Spartan
tackled.
team. Wrestle him down, but not until he gets about to the 30-yard line.
Oh.
Is that Ty that's got a left foot?
He sure looks like he's limping. Ty Colville. Is there a timeout? Yes.
Hang on. Okay. Do it, man.
Well, they're going to talk it over down there. I want to remind everyone that we thank Chris Breck, State Farm Insurance, for their great help here in sponsoring the Conneaut Spartans football and basketball and all the sports that they do. And a great job on the whiteout, too, we had here a couple weeks ago. So
always a great success, that whiteout.
Fabulous event. It really was. And tonight, with it being homecoming, we're so grateful that the weather straightened up. But want to thank Chris Breck, though. Remember, it's time to save money at the end of the year. It's a good time to look at your insurance. If you have a different carrier, talk to Chris Breck about State Farm and see what they can do versus another insurance company that you're working with right now. Maybe you can bundle with him and save money. That's always important in this day and age. 593-1191. Chris Breck, State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right.
Bryce Sperlin
he's got
is now being taken off his right ankle.
Yeah.
He is being helped off the field.
Yeah.
And that's a big loss.
Ty and Scotty
if
are
he
helping.
Can't come back.
Well, you know what, though? He had several like that at the beginning of this season. First 3 or 4 games, he had to be helped off a few times. He ended up coming back and finishing those games.
That's
pretty
true.
sturdy.
Yeah, I can.
But it is some type of an ankle tweak, so it looked like.
I hope he can come back.
Yeah, but we've had three injuries so far this game.
Clock should be moving.
Young is back, takes it, hands off. That's number 6 with the ball, looking for the rollout on the left side. He's got some blocking ahead of him and finally gets down to about the 40. I'm going to say he was out of, they're marking that shorter than that.
Yeah, Ryan Turner knocked him out of bounds.
Yeah.
But he gained a whole lot of yardage.
Yes, he did. Much more than he needed for a first down. They're going to say he was out at the 45. I think it was Ryan that finally knocked him out. It looked like the 47, so I don't know.
Well, the ball spotted on the 45, their own 45. So
yeah,
1st and 10 here with about 7:25 left now. 13-0. The Geneva Eagles in the lead.
Kenny Young's the quarterback. He's a big, tall kid, big, strong kid, but he has a great running game that kind of tends to handle everything. It's a pass out to the sideline, gets through, dump pass, and he's got all the way down. It looks like he went out about the 35-yard line, 37.
That's a Giovanni Rice.
Yeah.
Who's got a lot of speed. First pass to him tonight.
Giovanni Rice.
5'9", 160-pound senior.
Oh, number 25? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Spartans.
They're loaded up with some talent on this team. And a lot of it's young talent that's going to be here for years to come.
Very impressive.
Young is back. There's a running play up the middle. Bust through the line. There's a flag that comes out, though. That's before the running back was even down.
Flagrant holding.
That was from the defensive backfield.
Yeah, it is holding.
Yes, Geneva holding.
I don't know why they would have to hold there because he was running pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. Not a good penalty. But the Spartans will take it.
Yep.
March it off.
10-yarder.
Yeah, it'll bring up, it stays first down. First down in about, 17, 18?
Yep. 6:52 left to go in this second quarter. 13-0 Geneva.
They're at the Spartans' 44-yard line. Geneva on the move.
Young is back in the shotgun. Takes it back, rolling out to the near
pass.
side. Pass to the opposite side of the field. Oh, and he's got a running back. He's wide open. He's going downfield past the 20, the 10, wrestled into the end zone. I think that's a touchdown or close to it.
He's down at about the 5.
Oh, they're going to say he was down there?
Yes, Hayden Deemer with a nice catch and run.
I couldn't tell. We probably had like 5 Spartans on him, and I thought they all rolled into the end zone together. But
yeah, well, You know, it was a good play, though. Good play drawn up because everyone was pretty much targeting. Even quarterback was looking right side of the field. And then they pretty much threw it cross field over to that side.
Good blocking and
yeah, with a wave of Eagles down that way.
Was that Giovanni again?
Deemer went with it.
Deemer, yeah.
Deemer?
Yeah.
Oh, this running play into the end zone.
Untouched.
That's number 2, I think it is. Is that right?
No, I think it was Bryce Pete, wasn't it?
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's 7.
Barbo? No, couldn't be
Luke
Barbo.
Barbo? Yeah, he's a running back.
Yeah, it's 7. Yeah, it's Barbo.
Okay,
Yep.
Luke Barbo.
He's a running back, 6'1". He's a junior, 185 running back. A lot of fullbacks on this Geneva Eagles team.
Well, Pfeiffer will try his third try for point after. Spartan losing 19-0 now.
And Luke Smith is holding it. Ball is down. And good.
That was a good kick.
Nice kick.
Takes it to
20-0. Geneva here.
Yeah, 20-0.
With 6 minutes left here in the second period. Conneaut has got to do something and fast.
Yeah, you said it. I think they gotta be aggressive. You know, I mean they definitely haven't had too many problems on offense. Remember, you got great playmakers on this team. You haven't leaned on the passing game so far, but you're losing for sure on the line of scrimmage battle, and that's really
they
what it
are.
is. Even against Hawken, you know, they really fought really hard through that first half, and it seems like today it's not quite working out. Maybe it's the difference in the size that Geneva has, or it's also the formation of where they're at. They seem like they're unsure on which direction they want to go.
Well, we're getting beat up tonight too a little bit. You know, there's some of our key guys on our line too, and you hate to see
Geneva
that.
is just a well-oiled machine, well coached. They play hard. The players, great play calling. I can't say enough about how good they are.
Anybody see Bryce Sperlin?
I've not seen him since he walked off.
Looking for him on the sideline here too. I don't know if he went in or not. Now they're working on number.
He's over on the left over here. He's out.
They're working on Ryan Turner down there on the bench. It looks like they're talking with him.
But Bryce might
There's
be okay.
the kick. Caught about at the 11-yard line.
Here comes Max.
Max has got some running room. He's running out of space here and finally gets wrestled down about the 27.
Whoa.
Yeah, Bradley Agnew and Smith.
Yeah.
Getting tangled up. But at
a little
least
physical there, but nothing.
You got to separate afterwards after the whistle for sure.
No big deal. You know, Max had some running room on that, like you said, Matt, and they closed it within a second.
Yeah, they did. And he might have been able to cut up field before he tried to go out wider to the near side here and maybe got a little bit more. But, hey, he's doing everything he can out there.
Well, it's a one-sided game so far, guys.
Got Max and Wyatt back in the backfield. And there's Wyatt up the middle. Oh, and he runs into his own guy. That's number 56, I think he runs into there.
Yeah.
That's Ethan Taylor.
I think Barbo was in on that.
Yeah, well
they gained a yard.
Hey, looking over on the sideline here, Rock's making some hand gestures about plays to call. I don't know if
he's got to make a big adjustment at halftime. I'll tell you. He's got to come up with something.
Well, he called it right. This is probably the biggest challenge of the year, and that's saying a lot after Hawken.
Oh, yeah.
There's Wyatt rolling out to the far side. There's a lot of Eagles over there.
That's Max.
Or Max, I mean. Yep, and
you got a few.
A couple.
Stays inbounds, tackled right before that far sideline.
They definitely seem to beat our team over to the sideline when he's trying to run a sweep, though.
Exactly. They're there before he is. That's good defense.
Yeah.
4:45 left here in the second. 20-0 now, Geneva leading.
Maybe we need to run a reverse more often or something here. You get them all going one way and then get somebody going the opposite direction. I don't know.
It's just like Geneva knows what every play is.
Got 3 wideouts on the near side this time. Max is back with Wyatt to his left, right behind him. Gives it to Wyatt up the middle. Fights out to the 35. And that's it.
Got a couple.
They all had pretty decent runs on that one,
Yeah, it
on
brings
that
it-
drive, but it's 4th and 2,
I think so.
like a long 2 or 3.
What to do?
It's pretty
Boy,
tough
if they,
to go
if they
for
don't
this.
make this,
Well, and you don't have Bryson either, I think,
No.
right? Who's been kicking the punts.
Yeah.
That's pretty tough.
Yeah, they're
But I don't know how you go for this. You're at the 35.
no, you can't. You can't go for it.
Yeah.
You got to kick. But
Yeah,
it doesn't look like it though.
they
No,
look
they're
like,
not.
They look like they're set.
I don't believe this.
They came to win here. They
He
only
snaps
needs
it.
all they need is 2 yards. And Max tried to keep it.
Oh, I'm not
Tried
sure.
to fake a
Not
handoff to
sh-
Wyatt, and he tried to keep it up the middle
Did
just to
he
get
get
2 yards.
it? It's close.
No, I think they wrestled him down at the 35.
Yeah, it was,
He needed to get to the 37 or 38.
yeah, that was a turnover.
Yep. Oh, bad place to turn the ball over.
Yeah, I mean,
It would have been a good place for a penalty.
yeah, and
if
that
it
plays
happened,
that
but-
plays worked all year, but it didn't go for anything on this one. You
I
know,
completely disagree with that call.
yeah, and it hasn't
You're-
been working.
you-
We're not winning the line of scrimmage.
No, you
battle.
aren't. The whole game, and it's 20 to. You're down 20 points. You're deep in your own territory with only a couple yards. They stopped the run the whole
Yeah.
game. I don't know what Rock was thinking.
You got to go with what got you here, though, to this point.
True, and
We're a
I'm sure that's
4-2
what he's
team.
thinking.
4-2 team, and it's Max and Wyatt that got us here.
Yeah.
Young is back, turns around, hands off up the middle. Powers is raised, got a hole to drive through, and drags
He's still
about.
going. He's still
Oh,
going.
he's dragging all kinds of Spartans with him all the way down to the
Still in bounds.
16-yard line, I think.
Yeah, that was a powerful run.
Bryce Pete, boy, what a player.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying. The linebackers would
No,
be the deciding point here to stop that running game. Stop it at the line of scrimmage, and we just don't have that.
Well, they
Against
watched the
this
films.
team.
Conneaut knew that's what they had to do, and they're not doing it.
yeah.
Give credit to Geneva, though. They are tough.
Yeah, you're asking a lot. You're right, Steve. There's a running play rolling off the right tackle, and that's
Still
Luke.
going.
Luke Smith.
Luke Smith,
Smith.
yeah.
He twists back to the inside, gets down a couple more yards. He's inside the 5. They're going to mark it about the 3.
They have so many good running backs.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Conneaut
Yeah.
really looks tired. They look worn out.
They don't have one running back that's like a Jordan Johnson type guy, but they definitely have just a vast, deep bench of players.
Wow.
I don't think we don't have Jaden out there, and I'm not sure we have Scotty out there, right?
We do, but
Well, there's a running play. It's a keeper that time.
that's in.
Luke
It's-
Barbeau.
Yep.
Luke Barber, did he get in? I didn't see
Yeah,
a sign. Yeah,
they
he
called
did.
it,
Yeah, they're going to say he did.
Yeah, he did.
Takes it
26-0 now,
26.
with 2.5 to play here in the first half. Very
I think Scotty is out there. I'm not sure about Jaden though, who's been out since end of first quarter.
Pfeiffer with the attempt. It's down, it's up, and it looks to be good.
He's locked in.
good.
He's locked in now and kicking after a couple struggles there with the first one. For
Well,
sure.
with 2.5 left to play, it's the Geneva Eagles 27, our Conneaut Spartans nothing.
Hey, one reminder about your Conneaut Dairy Queen is a great sponsor. We appreciate working with them every year, and they do a great job up there. They have a few days left this month for their Blizzard of the Month, and that's a Snickerdoodle cookie dough or the pumpkin pie blizzard. I don't know if they'll carry that one over or not for October. Would make sense to me, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Carry
Makes
over
sense
the
to me.
pumpkin pie. And also
I'd love it.
try
I
one
like
of the
pumpkin
burgers
pie.
too, or ice cream cakes. Remember the ice cream cakes this time of year for a birthday party or a whatever event you have.
Oh, they sell a lot of those.
Yeah,
They are delicious.
just for a nice snack at home, right?
Yeah,
You're
snack.
watching a movie.
Yeah, during the Browns game.
Sit down with that with a spoon and go to town.
Yeah. So 2:30 left to go in this half, and Conneaut they're going to get the ball back with a kickoff, but they gotta come back here and do something. I didn't see Jaden out. Jaden's on the sideline, so we'll see if he goes back in, but
Yeah,
Is he standing?
he's
Yes, he is
here,
right down in front
here
of
in
us
the
here.
middle.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, I got you.
yeah.
Bryce is over on the left of him by the 50 here, so he's still out.
Right. But he's standing though.
They're both standing.
That's a good
they were
sign.
both leg issues, but
That's
nothing.
It's a good sign.
There's the kick. It's a short kick.
Short kick this time.
Caught at the 21-yard line.
That was 19.
Oh, he's got some running room. That's somebody off our JV squad, right?
Was that Stiltner? I think it was 15.
We don't have a 19.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
it was Kobe
okay.
Stiltner.
Oh, Kobe Stiltner. Okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It
Kobe
looked like
Stiltner.
I can't tell the difference between a 5 and a 9 out there with the gold letters sometimes. You know?
They are hard
Yeah.
to read.
He's our quarterback of the future, possibly. So
I'm
it's
going to
always
write a
good,
letter.
always good to see him out in the field trying to run the ball. I mean, he's looking around for a gap to run, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep, that looked good.
You know, come on, Spartans. They,
Conneaut,
you know, if
they
they
got
could
it-
score before the halftime, you give them some incentive. You know,
Yeah.
they got to
yeah.
get back in this game. They're down 27-0. Come on,
Well,
guys.
Yeah. Who's
Let's go.
Max is in at quarterback, so with Bryce, I think Bryce is back in there, but Jaden's out still.
A keeper by Max. Oh,
He got
grab
about
from
2.
behind, wrestled right down at the 30-yard line.
Boy, you know, this Geneva defense has really controlled Max and Wyatt.
They're very
running.
tough. They're tough to contain and just
And-
keep them
and-
off of Max's back for a little
And
while.
you know, that's not Wyatt and Max's fault or the line.
No, it's-
Geneva's just good.
yeah. I mean, they're a
I'm
bigger
sorry.
school than us. You know, like I said, they're a Division III
They're
school.
trying. They're doing their best out there. Come on, guys.
They got a bigger student body to select their players
Exactly,
from. And
exactly,
They got a heck of a
exactly.
team. They do. There's no doubt. Low snap, but Wyatt gets the ball in a handoff.
Nope.
Wrestled down, lost 2 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wyatt gets helped up though by
Bryce Pete.
Yeah, Bryce Pete.
He's played a heck of a game.
They're just catching them real quick to the line. Who did?
Wow.
Geneva Eagles. Geneva took a timeout.
You know, I was impressed we all were, by Hawken.
Yeah.
But wow,
Yeah.
Geneva's more impressive in my
You know, it shows you how good Perry is, too, because they had a tough time keeping up with Perry.
right.
I think it's
In fact, they had to start
really
throwing.
traditional. They just play really traditional ground and pound ball better than anybody.
They do.
Hawken had a very advanced setup, though. Like they were very good at throwing it.
Right, more sophisticated,
Moorhead
yeah.
was a great passer, probably the best thrower of the football we've seen all year.
Yes.
And Jordan Johnson was probably the best athlete we've seen all year.
Best I've seen.
But this team's just ground and pound, nothing fancy.
Right.
Where they just push, they drive the line back, and they find the holes, and they hit the holes. And on defense, they play great front seven.
Outstanding play.
This timeout is brought to you by CSB, Conneaut Savings Bank. Remember to stop and ask about online and mobile banking. Online banking makes banking faster and easier for you. So,
Well, 3rd and long here.
Max back in the shotgun, gets the ball, throws across the middle.
Wide open.
Oh,
he
Ethan
dropped
had
it.
Ethan had it. He tried to put it away, and instead it slipped right through.
Whoa.
He tried to make that turn. He kind of spun to make that turn and put the ball away, but instead it shot down the field another
No
8
one
yards.
feels worse than Ethan Osborne.
No, he does.
Yeah, he did turn around though. You know, it
Yeah.
was behind him
Right.
instead of leading him.
He had to spin in order to get turned around to run down the field.
But he had it, and then when he spun back, it fell out of his hands.
It's okay, but
I
he
think
is
he knew
really
it.
feeling bad down there, Ethan.
I think he
Yeah.
knew he was in traffic too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in some heavy
Everyone
traffic.
Get
always
over it,
gets-
Ethan. Just come back.
Everyone gets
Play your
scared when
game.
they're going to get hit. You know, they tend to drop the ball because they're thinking about getting hit. Hanging on
Fourth
to it.
down, and Bryce Sperlin's in for the kick. There's the kick. Bounces nicely placed there. They pick it up at the 39.
Bounces off one.
Oh, they're
Oh,
missing,
my
missing
gosh, he's
tackles.
off to the
Oh,
races.
he's gone.
Can anyone catch him? No.
He's gone.
Oh, man.
That
There's a
hurt.
flag, though. A flag was thrown at the 39-yard line.
Oh, that might help Conneaut.
And it was right after. Now he picked it up, and he's running down the field now, but he
No.
did throw a flag.
No, it was the marker. It wasn't.
Was
the-
it?
Yeah, it wasn't a flag.
Yeah, but it looked
Oh.
like it came after.
Well, they throw the marker to know where he picks the ball up.
Who ran that back?
Okay.
That was Luke Smith.
Oh, Luke Smith. Okay.
Yeah.
Luke Smith for the score. Geneva
Yeah.
now 33-0 with 1:21 left. That hurt.
Yep.
Big
and,
time.
You know, you only had they might have had enough time to go downfield, but
Conneaut's worn down.
121.
Yeah, they're worn out. Here's Pfeiffer. It looks to be good. It is.
Yeah, you know what they had to do with Perry is they had to try to throw the ball to try to get caught back up with him because it was 35-20 was the final.
Well, Perry's ranked. They're a real
Oh, they're-
good team.
They're a tough team.
Yeah. 34-0 here, folks. 1:21 left in
Looks
the
like
first
Chuck
half.
looks like Chuck was right with the point spread, right?
22.
That was with Zippy.
That was Knuckles.
Yeah, I thought yours was Knuckles. His bookie that he got that from was Zippy. I think.
Yeah, Dippy.
Dippy.
Dippy and Knuckles.
Yeah. Hey,
two best in the business.
want to remind you again about Conneaut Save-A-Lot. They've got some great specials going on. 12-ounce pack of bacon for $3.49, strip steaks for $5.99, and a great price on apples. They're in a 3-pound bag. Get in there and start saving money at your Conneaut Save-A-Lot food store.
Yeah, we're coming up on the Conneaut Save-A-Lot halftime recap coming up here.
Oh, I know. Hey, also pumpkins are still on special out at Conneaut Save-A-Lot too. $3.99 a pumpkin.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
And they got plenty more through October, right?
Those make a nice snack too, you know.
Well, I do like to keep the seeds. I roast the seeds, and I usually keep the pumpkin shavings on the inside.
Yeah.
And I make pumpkin pie.
Do you
out
know
of it.
if you swallow a pumpkin seed, a pumpkin will grow inside of you?
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
Well, and that's pretty good to have your own farm
It was
culturing on the inside of your
It's caught
digestive system.
at the 19-yard line.
Whoa.
Oh, and he gets nailed and dropped down.
By 3 of them.
Yeah, Barbo.
That was Bryce Sperlin, I think.
Barbo, again in on it. Oh man, I feel bad for these guys. They're really trying, but you get down 34-0. What do you do?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not giving up. Anything could happen. Things could change.
I mean, I like
but
the intensity of that last play.
Yeah.
When Max drove the middle to Ethan, it fell right through his hands and dropped. And I think you got to try something like that.
Oh yeah.
Here.
I agree.
There you go.
There's a running play. Looks like, is that Wyatt that's got it? No, it's thrown
Oh,
down.
he-
That was
Huya.
Oh, he dropped
I
it.
think he was down already though.
Who you dropped the
No.
ball? It's Geneva ball.
They're going to say it's Geneva ball. I thought
Yeah.
he was down. Okay, maybe not.
I think he
Recovered
ripped
by
it.
Pete.
I think Pete and Mitchell, I think it is, or
Yeah.
Matt Wright. Matt Wright ripped it out.
Yeah.
So he wasn't able to put it away.
That's not what we needed.
No.
That was an attempt at a razzle-dazzle play there a little
Right.
bit. And the only one that fooled in the stadium was me, I think, a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Minute 7 left here
Got me
now.
looking. Yeah.
And Geneva has the ball, on the Conneaut 31. Let's see what they do. I'd imagine Geneva would play a lot of the reserves in the second half. Just guessing.
That may be.
Excellent ball game for them.
Young is back. He's got 2 wideouts on the far side. One back behind him. That's number 5.
Bryce Pete again.
Bryce Pete, a big running back.
He does everything.
Yes, he does.
And he's a sophomore.
Actually, they contain him pretty good on that one, I think. That was probably one of their better stops on him.
Right.
In this night.
Clock running, 45 seconds.
Young is back. Looking to throw it on the far side. Going
he's
for
going
the end
for the
zone.
end zone.
And
He's wide open.
Oh, it's a touchdown.
Oh, look out. Oh, he ran right. Ooh.
Touchdown.
It, yeah.
Yeah, excellent thrown pass.
Yeah.
Right in the hands.
And that was to the speedster Giovanni Rice.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And that was number 3 for Conneaut was in coverage. That's the old Zach Rice number.
Boy, that was a well-thrown
Who is
ball.
number 3 now?
Freshman Brady Vera.
You know,
Yeah.
He ran right into the pole.
I
think he's been playing a lot.
I don't think we're going to be able to say that they don't know how to throw the ball anymore.
No,
Wow,
he placed it pretty good.
That was a well-thrown ball, boy.
Yes.
Very well thrown.
Pfeiffer. Up.
Luke's got the ball down. It's up
And
and
it's
good.
good. 41-0 now here with 38 seconds left in the first half.
Thanks, Sue. It's great being back up here in the University Hospital broadcast booth here in Conneaut. Remember, they're advancing the science of health and the art of compassion. Been doing that for over 100 years. Next week is our last home game back here. Looking forward to that, too. Edgewood is another rivalry game we'll have here.
Big rivalry.
On Jocelyn Field. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Should
be.
Especially if they win.
That's a game, too, where the players know each other very well.
They do.
Because they're neighbors, most of them, so forth. So we're looking forward to that, too, as well.
Elijah Cooper's return, too.
Yeah. I like him. I've talked to him.
And we'll be
nice guy.
We'll be trying to bounce back, too, from tonight. We'll see how the injury report goes here after this week. but we're going to try to have, I think our defensive backfield next week is going to be getting a workout too as well.
Well, that's for sure.
There's Luke Pfeiffer.
There's the kick short.
And caught it, bounces at the 21. He picks it up, runs up the middle.
Max.
Oh, he's trying to find some running room, but there's nothing there. Finally, the Eagles close in. The whistle out there, the umpire had to blow the whistle 3 times to get the Eagles to stop throwing whoever it was down, one of the Spartans. I don't know who it was.
He was using his bird whistle and wasn't working.
Yeah.
A host of Geneva tacklers as usual on that one.
Yeah, that's where Conneaut's pretty much got the ball. Maybe a few yards on the return, about 10 maybe, but that's where they've been starting at the 28, 29.
Right, they're always deep in their own territory.
I'd like to say that you think the Eagles would put a lot of their underclassmen in, but they already do that.
Yes, yeah.
Wyatt on a running play.
There's a Wyatt run on this side.
That's right.
He gets a first down.
Yes, he does.
And still 24 seconds left in this quarter.
Nice play around the left end.
They're saying he went out to 41. I thought he was a little farther down the field, but perhaps not.
Conneaut Spartans first down. There you go.
Here we go. The first down is brought to you by who?
Conneaut Dairy Queen.
Conneaut Dairy Queen.
Enjoy lunch or dinner soon.
The Snickerdoodle Cookie Dough Blizzard. That's Steve's favorite.
Yeah.
He loves it. Or the pumpkin pie. Sometimes Steve gets a pumpkin pie and a Snickerdoodle Blizzard and mixes them together.
Yeah.
Because that's really how you live. And remember, ice cream cakes, too, is a great thing to pick up over there, too, for your event. And Max is a keeper on the sideline here. Gets through, misses a block, and busts across the 50. I think they're going to mark that just across the 50.
Clock's running with about 10 seconds left.
The 49, so it looks like we're going to go into the fourth quarter with this
possession.
They're
going to let it go.
Yeah, I think that'll end the first half. Geneva 4-1, Conneaut 0. But they look like they were driving there before that half.
And we'll take a break here. We're going to break for a couple of spots, and we'll be back in just a minute here.
Yeah, we'll be back for the Conneaut Sable halftime recap after this.
We're here for all pro edge rushers, for pregame tailgaters, for family fan cavers. We're University Hospitals, the official healthcare partner of the Cleveland Browns, and your hometown team of experts for sports medicine, heart and vascular, everyday care, and more. And we're here to keep you at your quarterback rushing, here we go cheering, holding your breath in excitement best. We're University Hospitals, and we're here for you. At University Hospitals, the same sports medicine experts who care for your Cleveland Browns, Cleveland Monsters, and Cleveland Ballet are trusted by countless local athletes at every level to develop personalized care plans that will keep them passing, pirouetting, and performing at their peak. We are your hometown healthcare advantage. We're University Hospitals Drusинski Sports Medicine Institute, and we're here for you.
ACMC is honored to have been recognized as one of the nation's top hospitals by the Lown Institute. ACMC earned an A rating in 7 categories, including social responsibility, community benefit, clinical outcomes, patient safety, avoiding overuse, and value of care. We rank as the 2nd best hospital in Ohio for social responsibility and 3rd for community benefit. We're also proud to be listed among the top hospitals in the nation for fair share spending. Our caregivers in more than 30 departments work together every day to provide the best possible care and to positively impact the communities we serve beyond the hospital. These recognitions are because of their dedication and commitment to patients and each other. It's just more proof that you can rely on ACMC to care for you, your family, and your community. To learn more, visit acmchealth.org.
Conneaut Savings Bank's convenient online and mobile banking services is fast and easy. Using your PC, tablet, or smartphone at ConneautSavings.com gives you access to transfers, bill pay, online statements, and information on many banking services. Stop in and talk with CSB about complete online and mobile banking at ConneautSavings.com. CSB, Conneaut Savings Bank, in Conneaut and Austinburg. Come grow with us. Member FDIC.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
Turning Steve off, though.
We're turning Steve off. He's out for a bit
Because
anyway.
he wandered away,
Yeah.
as he usually does at halftime.
Yeah, this is the Conneaut Save-A-Lot halftime recap, brought to you by Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices.
Every day.
Every day. Always good prices on a lot of different selection.
That's right.
But we had ourselves a tough first half. We don't have any real stats. I didn't go down to see Artemisia.
No, we'll tell them, too. It's 41-0 right now at halftime. And we kind of knew it coming in. This is going to be a very tough game. Geneva's a good, solid football team. They're probably going to do rather well this year. The only team they had trouble with this year, they had a couple of games that were close. Struthers.
Yeah.
Struthers was a bit of a battle. Springfield local. That was a close game. And I guess Perry was, 35-20.
Yep.
Sort of, kind of, but not really. They had to battle back in the air to try to get back in that game.
Right.
We didn't know they could throw the ball in the air until we saw that passing play for a touchdown in the end zone.
Yeah.
It looked like textbook, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It was. They really let it air out, and it was kind of a dagger in the side a little bit. Unfortunately, there at the end, after they recovered it on a fluky fumble, and then threw it from 30 yards out to score to make it 41-0. But that's kind of how things go with this game. Looking back last week, not talking too much about the game against Jefferson, but totally different story. Conneaut was rolling on all cylinders on offense. They scored early. They won the line of scrimmage battle against Jefferson, who they had their first ever CVC Lake Division game, by the way, and it was an away game too. So it was on the road and against a fierce opponent that you'd played several times. Jefferson's not as good as they were a few years ago, but they just exploded on offense, and they scored quickly after recovering a fumble from Jefferson. Max threw a touchdown pass to Ethan Osborne and Bryce Sperlin. Got the extra point. They had a 7-0 lead, and then it became 14-0 when Gleason scored on a 24-yard run, and then Sperlin made the kick again. And then from there, they just started tacking on a lot more. Everyone got involved. Wyatt Payne, obviously, we gave him Dairy Queen Player of the Game honors. It was just an excellent offensive surge by that team last week. So I think they felt really good about where they were offensively. With the line especially, Jaden Anderson was exceptional. Scotty Edwards, Gavin Nesbitt. Ryan Turner had a pretty good game at center. So they just were clicking pretty much in that one, and it was very good for them. It was a good game overall, and they won on the ground. They won a lot through the air. Tonight, going in with that confidence, it's pretty much completely turned on itself there, unfortunately, where they thought that they kind of had at least some chances to run. I think up the middle with Max and Wyatt getting outside. They can't get outside with Wyatt. It seems like they can't break off the tackle at all, because the linemen and the linebackers for the Geneva Eagles just close really quickly. And then up the middle with Max, there's no holes really to be found, unfortunately. I don't think they've broken much of a run. I think Max had a gain, I believe, of 30 yards, I believe. I think he had a 25 or 30-yard pickup, and that was about it. And it was on a semi-broken play where it looked like it was a potential throw, and then they ran downfield. And it was excellent running by Max Gleason. Best pickup so far on the night, but overall not been good. Max threw over the middle to Ethan Osborne, and Ethan dropped that pass, unfortunately. It was right through his hands. Thad Huya, I think, had the same thing happen to him once. So nothing really has worked well through the air so far tonight. They did connect on that one play, but it wasn't for enough. It was like a 4th and 22, and they got about 15 or 17 on it, but didn't get all the way down, and that was a turnover on downs after that one.
Yeah.
And Geneva has not been denied one time on one drive. They did move the ball so well because they have about 5 running backs that they can go to. The list is endless. They got Luke Smith, Bryce Pete, Hayden Deemer, Luke Barbeau. Matt Wright's kind of changed in a little bit. Kenny Young's run a little bit as well too, and thrown. So they've just changed it up so much.
I'm surprised too about Kenny Young. Doesn't he look bigger than 6'1", 160 pounds?
Yeah, really.
He looks like he's about 6'5" out there and about 190 pounds or something. He's a big kid and seems to be looking over the line rather easy. And
Yeah.
Good thrower, too.
Yeah, it's exactly. And they got a lot of room to grow with this Geneva team, too, as we were talking about. A lot of these guys I mentioned, only Matt Wright, I believe, is a senior of any one of the guys I mentioned. Everyone else is sophomores and juniors. Kenny Young is a senior, so they'll lose him. But they got a strong core here of sophomores and juniors coming up. So it's really impressive.
You know what? We're gonna take a break. Have Megan back in the studio. She can go to AP Network News, and we will watch the band here a little bit because we have a great Geneva band that's on the field right now, and let everyone catch that. And then we'll come back with some scores, halftime scores around the league.
Yeah, that was our Conneaut Spartans halftime recap.
Yeah,
and,
that's great.
And yeah, we'll come back for scores around the league and more, and we'll send it back to Megan and watch the band here. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back after this on WOW Media.
Marching Geneva thanks you for your attention and kind applause. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's show, and we look forward to a great rest of our football season. Go Eagles!
And they're waiting for the band director to get up on the pedestal stand, and then we'll see the sharpest band in the sharpest corner of Ohio.
Fans, it is my great pleasure to reintroduce to you for your halftime entertainment the sharpest band in the sharpest corner of Ohio. Under the direction of band director Ms. Madison Mason, we proudly present the 2023 Conneaut Spartans Marching Band!
Better than getting cranky.
Tonight, the Spartans will be presenting to you some strange things, including some former CHS band members, a.k.a. alumni. For now, the band will turn us upside down as they showcase tunes from the popular Netflix series Stranger Things. We're not growing apart, or even heartbroken as the CHS band rocks out to Separate Ways by Journey.
Did Stranger Things start yet? The new episodes? I thought it was coming this year. They got pushed back before too, so. Well, the writer's strike, right? Oh, that's true too. But I don't know what they've been doing for years now. Plus, that's Netflix, isn't it? Or is it on Fox? Yeah. You can still get that? Yeah. With Curtis? I can't because I'm in Ohio, I think. Oh, yeah, they walk. It's always I'm out of state. I'm going to tell them about you guys, too. Yeah, you talk about us. Narc out on you guys. we're back from AP Network News, and here's the Conneaut High School Marching Band.
At this time, driving on is a group that's no stranger to the field, as they are former band members from years past. Please welcome the CHS alumni. Next up, the Spartans will bring you music to save you from evil and help you feel how it feels to keep your heart pumping with safe pushes running up that hill.
Sing like a bee.
Who does the song, man? They have a Metallica song coming up next. Is it?
That's where they got it.
Yeah. Oh, isn't it great seeing the alumni out there, Ben?
Yeah.
They're coming out of the field. They just played the Kate Bush song.
Yep.
Now the alumni is leaving the field, and the Conneaut Spartans will stay out there.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be a good time right now for a Danny Elfman song.
As a finale, the band is not
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, good Beetlejuice and some Spider-Man, you know. Big Fish, the OST of Big Fish, you know. You know.
metal bands of all time.
Uh-oh.
Metallica.
They're playing
Enjoy
Metallica.
the iconic musical madness that is Master
Of Puppets.
Master. On the Joslin Field,
Yeah.
the Conneaut band is playing Metallica.
Dun, dun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, now they're having a heavy metal fit out on the field.
Oh, yeah.
Master.
Getting the whole band back into it. Yeah.
That's where they are.
Master of Puppets. Yeah. Some scores. I can just keep going since they're about done with it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Some scores around the league as we're talking. We got about a little over 2 minutes left before we come back for the game. Madison Blue Streaks over Edgewood right now.
Leading, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
14-7. Big game, and we play both of those schools. Madison's end of the year, Edgewood's next week. So both that's a key one to watch. We'll see if we have an update at the end of that one.
Oh yeah.
Burton Berkshire getting blown out by Kirtland, 30-0. Sharon Tigers from Pennsylvania, they're over top of Sharpsville Blue Devils. We remember both those schools.
Yep.
19-7, Sharon's got the lead. Lakeside over top of Jefferson, 24-0.
Yeah, they're rolling big tonight.
Because that's one to watch. We play Lakeside end of the year as well. So.
How about Hawken, Ben?
Yeah.
Hawken and Lutheran West are all knotted up at the half at 21 all.
Yeah, and Lutheran West, I thought they already played them. Maybe not. No.
That's the Longhorns. The Longhorns of Lutheran.
The Longhorns of Lutheran.
And Chardon, Ben. Chardon, the Hilltoppers, they're the real thing this year.
Yeah.
You got a big lead over South right now, and South is usually a team that is contention. The Rebels out of Willoughby, 35-0 on that one.
Yeah. PV Lakers over top of Fairport Harbor, 16-0.
Yep.
Grove City over top of Greenville, 27-0. That's in Pennsylvania.
Rootstown is rolling big over JFK. JFK's not the same team this year.
No.
But they have a 27-6 lead at the half.
JFK's gotten beat up a lot this year, unfortunately, which is surprising for them. South Range over Girard. That's another great one because those are always big contenders for both regions.
They're leading at the half.
14-7.
I got 28-14 at the half.
Oh, you do you?
South Range with a big lead. Also, McDowell in the game in Erie. McDowell is playing Cathedral Prep, I think, at the Veteran Stadium. 17-7. McDowell is up on Cathedral Prep right now at the half.
Oh boy.
You have Mentor also.
Yeah.
24-13. Is that what you have against Shaker Heights right now at the half?
Yeah.
So Mentor is rolling.
West Geauga leading Chagrin Falls 7-0. We played them a while back.
Yeah. Hickory, I'm surprised. I didn't think they had the team that they'd had in years past. Got a 27-0 lead over Slippery Rock right now at the half.
Yeah. Bucyrus, our old coach John Butchko's team, is getting shut out by Seneca East, 38-0 at half. Independence, we know them, and Brooklyn. We know both those teams. We played Brooklyn last year. Independence in the lead, 13-0.
How about Perry? Perry is rolling right now at the half. It's kind of reminiscent of what we have here. 42-0 over Orange right now at the half in Orange, in Pepper Pike, Ohio.
Yep, big one. Cardinal, not Cardinal Mooney, but Cardinal Huskies of Middlefield over Crestwood, 20-6 right now.
Yeah, you got the lead in that one. And also, it's the game. It's in the bottom of the fifth right now, right, Ben? Cleveland's got a lead over the Tigers, Detroit Tigers, that is.
Yeah.
7-4.
So these are the last few games, incidentally, for Tito Francona. It's the last series, right, of his career.
Yeah,
he's finishing out in Detroit. He won his last game at Progressive Field last night against the Reds. That's it, unfortunately, for a great legacy for a great coach.
Yeah, what a heartfelt send-off that was, wasn't it?
It was. He even got emotional.
Yes, he did.
At the end.
Yeah.
But he's been a great manager, and now he needs to take care of himself, get healthy, and relax in Tucson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where he lives.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Cleveland Browns are playing the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday. We'll check that one out. It's a big game. It's a rival game. We lost our first interdivision rival.
Now they're
game.
saying that Watson is questionable.
Yeah, he had some. He took practice off because of
I
a
heard
shoulder.
He'll play.
A shoulder.
But good
tweak.
news on Chubb, though.
I'll be
right.
Yes,
Yeah,
it wasn't quite as
Nick
serious
Chubb.
as they thought.
Yep.
But nonetheless, he'll have a long recovery. And
He's going to have a recovery.
He should be back next year.
Yeah, that is true. I'm
also,
surprised.
kudos to the Erie Seawolves.
Yes.
They won an Eastern Championship. How about that?
Yeah,
Yes.
That's
big.
a wonderful thing.
They had a good season.
Yeah,
they sure
they
did.
sure did.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about it too, Ben. Ben and I were. I don't know, somebody was. I don't know who it was. I think it was me.
Yeah.
But the, Ohio State and Penn State, that's coming up, the big game.
When is that game?
October 21st, baby.
October 21st.
That it'll be a big one.
Penn
Yes.
State's playing. I think Ohio State's off this week.
Right.
Penn State's playing at Northwestern.
They should win that one.
At noon, I hope so.
What did they rank
They got
them?
They're
they ranked
sixth. They're
fifth,
sixth.
Seventh.
Sixth.
Ohio State is.
No,
No,
Penn State's
Penn
sixth,
State.
and I think Ohio State was moved to fourth.
Yeah.
Oh, they
so
were.
now you got
Oh.
you got 3 teams in the top 10 in the Big Ten.
Okay.
You got Michigan 2, Ohio State 4,
Yeah.
and Penn State 6.
Right.
So
And Penn State has Ohio State on the 21st, and the last game of the year is against the Michigan Wolverines. Ohio State won't have to play them. I
Yeah.
think they got the Spartans lined up,
Yeah.
but they won't have to play the Wolverines. So, and I think this is a heck of a football team, Ben, that your alumni, the Penn State Nittany Lions down in the Happy Valley, got a heck of a football team.
Yeah, they got
sure do.
2 great running backs, Singleton and Allen, and they got Drew Aller, is the best quarterback we've had in a long time.
I hope
So-
they beat Ohio State. I'm
and
sorry.
Just an incredible defense, too.
Any of you
And
Ohio State
the defense
fans.
has destroyed a lot of teams,
I hope they win.
Another sports, too. The first game of hockey's tomorrow, and
Yes, it's
the Blue Jackets open in Buffalo.
right. Right.
So
I love that sport.
Yeah. Hey, congratulations once again to our king and queen. Ariana Oster is the queen.
Right.
J.R. Hutchison is the king.
Yes.
Here at the Conneaut High School homecoming tonight. Glad to see all the alumni here. There's a running back that's number 7 who's got the ball.
Barbo.
Somebody catches him by the leg there. Looks like it was Wyatt, perhaps. That was Barbo.
Yep.
Look how big he is. He's a lot bigger than our guys when he's standing right there with him. It's amazing.
Well, folks, if you're still with us, the Geneva Eagles are leading 41-0. We just started the second half, but anything can happen. Make it. I hope the Spartans make it interesting. If nothing else.
Yeah. I don't think there's any confusion about what's happening here tonight, but they're going to look to pull something out of this game, find a way to be able to move the ball one way or another.
Yep.
Right, because their offense obviously hasn't done anything.
Yeah, obviously they're building for next week with Edgewood right back here at home.
We'll be with you.
It's going to be a big game.
Yep.
Young is back in a shotgun. Got a running back on each side. Hands off up the middle. He's got plenty of running room. My goodness.
There he goes. Bryce
Finally,
Pete.
it's Ethan that catches him from behind and wrestles him down.
Bryce Pete.
Oh, my goodness.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's like he's not even going full tilt.
No, I mean, what was that? Was that 20 yards there he got?
At least.
And Ethan finally caught him from behind and wrestled him down, but in the process of doing that, he picked up another 4 yards in being tackled, I think.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing.
No, that's just
at the Spartans.
That's just how good this Geneva team is.
They're trying, but
Yeah.
this Geneva is just so overwhelming.
No doubt. They are. They're playing tough. I'm surprised they're keeping everybody in still for Geneva. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Turn me up a bit.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm all right. I'm good.
Young is back in a shotgun. He's got 2 backs back there with him, and a flag comes flying out.
Delay of game.
Delay of
game. Yep. Good. Back them up.
I think they're snoozing a little bit here with that 41-point lead. They're just kind of losing interest maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. Could be. This year I think Conneaut's offense has been pretty solid. We've had a lot of great numbers. Just defensively, I mean, we got some guys tackling, but there's no wrecking crew on this defense, unfortunately, this year.
It's Barbo again, is it? Up the middle?
Yeah.
But he's finally brought down, but not until he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, which that'll bring up a second down and make it 11. I don't know how much.
The ball's at the 41 and the score is 41.
Yeah.
Well, there's no question what Geneva's going to do. It's just a matter of stopping them.
I know that's the worst part too. There's not even any mystery behind their game plan. Their
And they
play
still
calling.
can't stop them.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, it looks like we have kind of gone back to shifted our defense where we only have one defensive back on each receiver going man on man, and then everybody else up on the line.
Kind of like thinking back, Dad, to a couple years ago, Wilmington. Shades of that game,
Yeah.
you know, the wing T offense.
Right.
And there was no mystery at all. They didn't throw the ball at all.
Right.
But they always ran it, and they always got about 5 yards a game.
Yeah, and we did a nice job of stopping them down at Wilmington in that game.
Yeah.
They finally had to switch up a little bit. There's a running play up the middle again. He gets nailed, though, and then he's finally brought down up the middle. I think he picked up maybe one, possibly two. Where they mark that at.
Right, good stop by the Conneaut defense.
He marks like 4 yards off, I think.
Now they're cooking.
I don't think that happened. I think he got nailed either way. But yeah, remember, we stopped Wilmington. I remember that one game, and they had to shift up their offensive strategy a little bit. They went to having a big fullback punch a hole through the line and have the tailback follow them right after it. And it was a different strategy than the wing T. And they still beat us, but, that's how good of a football team they were.
Timeout, Geneva. I don't know why they would be using a timeout so early.
I don't know. You think they'd want to try to hurry up and
Right. Oh,
get home?
What's the rule on running the clock?
Well, the mercy rule's in place. It shouldn't be stopping, but it's
I guess they only stop it on a timeout.
It is a timeout, right?
Okay.
Timeout and going out of bounds.
Right.
Other than that,
constant running.
Yep. Passing play keeps running. Yeah, this is definitely the mercy rule. So right now it is time 8:36 right now, so we should have this game wrapped up relatively soon with the mercy rule running.
You know what's tough for Conneaut? They never got Jaden Anderson back in the game.
Kenny Young, hands off. That's number 4.
That's Luke Smith. He's gone.
Yep.
Luke Smith
in the end zone.
The clock is not even running. Start the clock.
Yeah, they didn't even start it.
That would be what you call the unmerciful rule.
Yeah. No running of it.
I think they heard about us.
Well, they should have.
Unmerciful.
He wasn't paying attention. Come on.
Well, we can't always nail it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Just don't let the clock run at all.
Yeah, maybe they can come back and win.
Yeah.
Well, Pfeiffer again.
Yeah, going for the kick. That's Pfeiffer, and the ball is down, up, and that looks good.
It's
Perfect.
good. It's good. 48 zip now.
Looks like they're over there again on the other side of the fence.
Less than 7 minutes and running. The clock will now run. I'm not sure what the score has to be. 35 points. A team has to be ahead in the state of Ohio before they run the clock constantly.
It's at least 30.
It's I think it was 30, but it could be 35. Yeah.
Beautiful night, though. I'm sure everyone's out there enjoying themselves, having a fire outside, or I see the folks over there. I think
it's really been a nice night. The weather-wise and a good crowd. Homecoming night.
Yeah.
But the score just
everyone
kind of puts a downer on it.
Everyone's in the stands, even though we're losing 48-0.
Well, it's homecoming night.
People haven't left, They just haven't left.
They're hanging around. Well, they support the Spartans as they should.
They want to hang around and talk.
They deserve it.
Afterwards, it's just a great night here at Joslyn Field in Riccardi Stadium. Here's a kick again with Pfeiffer. At the 40, it's a low one. It bounces one time, picked up at the 20-yard line. I think it's Ty Colville.
No, it's Bradley.
No, Brad.
Bradley Agnew. Yeah.
Right.
He was right in front of Max, and he took that one off a bounce.
That'd be Spiro's great-great-grandson, I think it is.
Yeah.
Right? No, it's yeah.
Yeah,
that was a nice run. A nice run.
Matt would come up with.
Yeah, that's a deep cut.
It's great.
That's what we call a deep cut.
Spiro.
Yeah.
There's a name from the past, huh, Matt? Wow.
First down, though. Nice run back, though, by Bradley.
Yeah,
It
that
wasn't-
was
yeah, it was very
that
nice
was good. They got
for
to
a
the
young
30,
player.
which is still about where we've been starting, more or less. You know.
Every play.
But first down, Conneaut.
Spartans in motion. Max is back. Hands off to Wyatt. He's trying to get around the right and left side there. Gets around a little bit. Pushes his way down. He's trying to bully his way down the field a
I
little
think
bit.
he got the first down,
He's-
too.
Yeah, he's
yes,
close
he
to
did.
it. Did they mark it there? Yes,
well,
they
wait
did.
a minute. They did.
The
Yeah.
one referee is marking it.
So it's easy to forget, too, because it was so early in the game. But we started out first drive. We got a first down immediately. And then after that, we kind of got shut down by the great lateral movement of this linebacking group. But
that's true.
We did it on the first drive. And then after that, I'm not sure if the line just got wore out. But
They've got to be very, very tired. A team like Geneva just wears you down.
Yeah, Spartans would like to get something on the board right now.
It would be
Let's
nice.
see if Max is going to go in the air here. He's rolling out. He's going to hold on to it.
Oh, he stopped.
he's
He is stopped.
crushed.
Big time.
Driven back behind the 30-yard line. We'll see where they call forward progress.
yeah, I'm surprised he didn't look to throw it. It should have been a designed like an option to throw maybe.
Oh, I know.
Because he had nowhere to go on that one.
New player on the tackle on that one, number 35, Matt Van Sickle.
I'm going to mark that where it's
Senior.
about the 36 or just across the 35-yard line.
That was a
And
huge loss, and it's third down too. You're gawking over here. What do you do?
I'm just nosy.
Max is back looking to throw it. He lets it go across the midfield there. Oh, there's
Good coverage. Good coverage by Luke Smith.
Could say 14 was bumping into him on that one.
Yeah, there was some contact,
And
both of them.
He wasn't going for the ball, though, either. I didn't think he was even looking for it. But, hey,
No
it doesn't
call.
matter. You know, it's not going to make or break the game.
And Noah Ham wasn't a good route to catch the ball either, so I'm not sure what kind of conclusion to come up with there. But it's fourth down and long for Conneaut.
I don't mind that call.
Yeah, Max threw too far left because he was moving to the left
it's
too.
a little off.
You know.
But 4th and 16 at their own 35.
So Carrick's out there now.
Carrick Dobrin.
He's kicking.
There it is. It's an end-over-end kick. Bounces.
Not bad. They got the bounce. Oh,
And-
look at this.
Yep, that was a good kick by Carrick.
Escorting it down the field, too, which is great.
Yeah.
Rolls down to the Geneva's 20.
That's Brady Vera, who escorts it down the field.
Yep. He's been playing a lot, as a freshman.
Yes, he has.
On defense especially.
Up and comer.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're like we talked about, it's great to be able to see that, too.
Right.
See the underclassmen. It's the team of tomorrow.
I like to see that even in basketball, too.
But a lot of us have been anxious about that because, we always knew who the running back was going to be for the next year because there was two of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max and Wyatt, yeah.
Yeah, but then we had, Zach Rice and Wyatt. So
Yeah.
Zach graduated, knew Wyatt was going to be back. It was Mike Williams, and, he was the backup for Alex Sturgill. We knew he was coming back.
Right.
Yeah.
Names from the past.
Then his backup would have been Seth Fedor.
A stop for Conneaut. That was a tackle for loss.
A very good stop.
One of their first. Ryan Turner drags him down, but a wave of Conneaut Spartans pushed him out there.
They're saying he got a yard on that one. They're gonna
Ryan
make it.
Turner does a solid job. He's just a, quiet, understated person,
That seems
Maybe
ridiculous.
some
They gave him
people-
a yard on that play. I don't know, but I wasn't down there to see. It looked like it dragged him down behind the line.
2nd and 9.
Young hands it off as a sweep on the far side. Oh,
look at
and
that.
that's Bradley Vera or Vera.
Brady
that
Vera.
catches him.
Yeah, that was a good tackle, but
Another runner, Caden
still.
Proy. There's his name.
Yeah.
A sophomore, 5'11", 160.
yeah.
Caden Proy is his name.
If he got past Brady, he was gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Brady
The
got him
last-
with two hands on the waist and was able to wrestle him down.
That was the last man, the last line of defense.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, that's right. Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a first down for Geneva and under a minute left in this third.
Yeah, clock constantly running now.
Young is under center now. They have a tight formation, one wide out on the far side of the field.
And get penetration, but
I'm sorry.
Not sure who.
That's Parker Williams. That's the sophomore quarterback. I stand corrected. Parker Williams is in right now, so they're looking at their
Ricky
quarterback in the
DePetta.
future too. as
There's
well.
another runner, Ricky DePetta now.
Yeah.
A sophomore. And
Yeah.
boy, they have a lot of runners coming up in the future.
That's going to wind out the clock here for the third. So we'll come back for the fourth after this, but we're going to take a brief timeout.
Yes, we will.
On 1360 WOW Sports, we'll be back right after this.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Switch to State Farm and you could save. In Conneaut, call me, Chris Brecht, at 593-1191 or visit me at brechtinsurance.com.
Conneaut Dairy Queen is a proud Spartan sponsor. Hey, the fall blizzard menu is back. Also featuring this month is the Snickerdoodle cookie dough and the pumpkin pie blizzard. They're so good. Stop and enjoy a $7 meal deal or try one of their amazing signature Stackhouse burgers. Click on Conneaut Dairy Queen's website to download an order app, which includes curbside pickup of any ice cream cake. Conneaut Dairy Queen, for cool treats and great eats, we'll see you at the Conneaut DQ.
All right, we're back now. That was one play that got off at the end of the Dairy Queen commercial. Really picked up nothing. Brings up third down, though.
Turned us down.
Yeah,
it's our fault.
I think I turned everything down when Chris Brecht's spot came on so loud.
Come on, Matt, get with the ball game.
Well,
It's we're just starting out. It's 48-0. Geneva in the fourth. Let me change that too.
Running clock.
Williams is back, takes the ball, hands off on a sweep. Oh, he busted inside.
Oh, wow.
Gets out across the 40-yard line. They're going to call him down probably right at the 40.
Another
My
first and
goodness.
10.
That's number 10 who does that one.
Caden Proy again.
Jaden Proy. Yep.
Noah Sigley in on the stop.
Got some tough players on there everywhere on this team. Got a wide out on the far side. Everyone else is in tight. Williams under the center. Takes the ball. He's rolling out. He's going to be a keeper on the far side.
Well,
Gets nailed, though.
Good tackle by Ty Colville.
Ty Colville just nails him.
Parker Williams, sophomore quarterback.
That holds it to a 1 yard gain. That might be the hardest he's been tackled all year long.
Just under 10 minutes left here in the game. 48-0 Geneva with a dominating performance.
Spartans look like going for a blitz. There's a sweep coming to the near side of the field, trying to get around the edge. There's nothing there. Spartans catch him and put him down.
Bradley Agnew in on the stop.
Yeah, he's the main one. There was two others that were in there with him. One of them being Ethan Osborne, I think. So Eagles are resting up.
There we go.
For next week, I'm sure.
3rd and 5.
Got their JV squad in there right now.
Yeah, they're going to try to. That's 3rd and 5.
Williams, the handoff. That's number 22 on the far side of the field. That's Bradley. No. Who is
Very close to the first down, but I don't think he quite.
I think it was Bradley.
Didn't
No.
He didn't quite make it.
Ricky Patetta.
About a yard short
with the carry.
Oh, well, the tackle was Bradley.
It was Bradley on the tackle, right?
Yeah.
Sure,
So
they'll
it's
go for it.
4th and 1, but yeah, they should try it, right?
Oh, heck yeah. So all the reserves are in now.
They still have the line in or a different line?
I don't know. Up the middle. That's number 2.
Got it.
Yes.
Looks like he got it.
I
Abe
think he
Rosales.
did. Yeah, there's signaling. He's got it.
8 minutes and running now.
Matt Wright, you say? Matt Wright got the call there. He's a senior.
Abe Rosales, I think it was. Number 2.
Oh, yeah. Abe Rosales. And he's a junior. He'll be back next year. Seems like everybody on this team's
all
going
the
to get back
runners.
next year.
Unbelievable. 1st and 10.
Hand off and going for a sweep on the near side. He cuts inside, misses a tackle. That wasn't.
Nice run. Puts his
That
head
was
down,
Ty
gains a
Colville
few.
Almost had it. No, it was Thad Huya.
Yeah, Caden Proy on the run.
Thad seemed to have him about the 30-yard line. He cut inside and picked up another probably 3 yards.
Well, more like 5.
Yeah. 2nd down and 5 for the Geneva Eagles. This time Williams is back in a shotgun. Gives it to 20. No, a keeper up the middle. He likes to run the ball.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Look at
19.
this. Look at this.
Oh, man.
Just short
He's short.
of the goal line.
It was fast.
He likes to run.
Yeah.
Didn't work out thanks to Ty Colville on the previous try.
Parker Williams.
On the far side of the field, but that one sure did.
Yeah, looks like he could also be a running back, but playing quarterback, so it's just, it's like they're 10 deep at running back.
At least, yes. 1st and goal now.
Yeah, we already clocked
for the
moving
Eagles.
quick, so we already got a little over 6 left in this game.
Abe Rosales.
Sneak.
It's Williams fighting it in.
Oh, and there's a flag.
Though.
What would that be?
I
Right
don't
at the
know.
last second.
I don't know if he's going to call pushing. Yeah. You see, you're really not allowed to do that. We see that a lot out there, and a lot of times they won't call it.
Well, the pros are allowed to do it.
Well, you're really not supposed to do that.
No, the pros are allowed.
Yeah, they've done it many times. I've never seen it called.
Yeah, they usually don't, but they can call it. They're allowed to.
It's very seldom
it's
called.
It's probably because of injury. I'm sure they want to discourage from it because a big pileup can happen. Someone can get hurt.
Yeah, I agree.
So they move back from the 1 to the 6, which is great for Conneaut. But let's get the stop here, right? Come on, Steve, we got this.
That would be nice. They could do it. 1st and goal at the 6.
Williams under center, takes a snap, turns around, hands off to 22.
Oh.
He's got a path into the end zone. Touchdown.
Ricky
Geneva
DePetta.
Eagles.
Ricky DePetta.
He looks good. Looks like a fine running back for the future for them. Not that
He's
they
a sophomore
need
too.
it.
Yeah.
Well, we're
we're all in the younger grades now for sure.
we're at 54-0 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and about 4.5 minutes left to go.
Owen Pfeiffer has scored more points than the entire Conneaut team just on kicking extra points.
Well, that's true. Yeah. We haven't really gotten that close either. I'd like to see us get down there. And it's good.
It's good.
55. The double nickel.
55-0. Yeah, I'm not sure if this whole thing about playing schools that seem to be much bigger than us is way to go. I mean, I don't over in the PIAA. I don't remember Northwestern ever playing McDowell. It didn't happen. Did have to play General McLean in the old days, but even that was brought to an end years and years ago. And they were trying to match everybody up parity-wise with similar sized schools as you. And then they kind of threw it out the window when they threw us down in Region 5 to play Grove City and Sharon and those guys. Those guys were one class bigger than us.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's still the NEC like the old days, right?
Yeah.
Pretty close. Pretty close to
But then
most of the same teams.
Then we've got Lakeside coming up too, and that's a Division II school, right?
Yeah.
Now Conneaut's what, Division 5, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
And Geneva's Division 3? 3.
Right.
Yeah, Jefferson was 4. We beat them. So
Yeah, everybody's 4. Edgewood's 4, I think.
I think St. John's is 6 or something.
Yeah. There's the kick. It's kind of short. Caught about the 20.
There you go. Max has got it.
Max has got it. He's got a lot of Eagles in his way.
A lot of jukes.
Running out of field over here.
Look out.
Runs out of bounds. Brought at the.
Oh, there's a name for you. Dominic Palmisano pushed him out of bounds. Another sophomore running back.
They're marking that the 39-yard line.
3:20 left.
Yep, a little over 3 minutes left in this game. Conneaut has one last good shot. They got the best field position they might have had all game to start out. So
when was the last time we have been shut out?
That's a good question.
I mean,
it's been a while.
I don't know.
Megan points out to us that
when's the last time we gave up 55 points?
The previous low scorer for the Spartans was 20 points in game 1.
I know. I don't think we got shut out last year. I remember when we played up the middle, Max up the middle for about 6 yards. I want to say we played JFK a couple years ago. Remember we played them at Warren G?
Warren.
Yeah.
And it was 6-0 is what the score was.
Oh, that's true.
So I remember that being a shutout.
And that was a good JFK team, though.
Yeah, that was a very good team, but we held them to 6, and we didn't get very close to the end zone either. So it's a very quiet, low-scoring game. And Max up the middle.
Oh, Ty's doing some blocking for him. Max follows behind Ty and gets all the way out about the 46-yard line.
Well, he's picking up some yardage. That's for sure.
Yep. If they don't score on this drive, it's because they ran out of time, because the clock's running every play. They'd like to, but they might run out here.
Right, we've got 1:50 left in this game, folks. And
you have to Wyatt. It's about 5.
I'd call a timeout here, Rocco. And they're going to keep.
Yeah, we've got a few.
1:35 and running.
It's kind of a double-edged thing. Do you really want to get a touchdown that bad to slow this whole thing down, or do you just want to get it over with? And
I'd like to get some confidence for next week. I mean, you don't have much of it anyway, but
yeah,
you'd like to get something now. It's third down now.
I smell something cooking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Max
it's
hands
Conneaut
off.
Spartans
Wyatt
offense.
gets the ball. And he goes into the Eagles line, hits them hard as he can, gets about to the 36-yard line again.
Yeah, that's 4th down and like a yard.
Well, less than a minute now, folks.
Yeah, so they might not even snap a play, or maybe they'll run one play.
I'd like to know what's that. That smells good. Somebody's cooking something.
Yeah, I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, they're taking their time.
Where's Billy? We can go sit him.
You're listening also to 1360 WWOW Conneaut and WOW 102.9 in Fairview.
Wyatt barely got it, but he did get it. First down, Conneaut. Moving the chains. That one brought to you by Conneaut Savings Bank. I'll stop and ask about online and mobile banking. They make banking transactions fast, simple, easy.
Everybody should be asking them.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's the end of the game, though. They're not going to run another play.
That's it.
Yep. They pick up the ball, come off the field, and get ready to shake some hands.
Yep. That was a tough game for Conneaut.
Not much you can say. Geneva with a dominating performance. Yep. Outstanding coaching and playing, and
good football team.
A very good football team. Very impressed.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, they had a slew of guys that all contributed. Barbo actually was probably one of them, or Pete. Pete was probably their most.
Yeah, Bryce Pete. I'd go. Bryce Pete.
Was probably their biggest weapon. But Barbo really ran the ball really well.
He did.
Most of them did. I'd say more than not. I don't think they punted once. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they never punted back to us.
I think you're right. Yeah, not one punt.
Which was tough, And,
Boy, that says something.
I got to say one thing about it too is that injuries piled up for Conneaut. I mean, obviously they're just bigger than us, so I think it was a lot of just the physical contact of the game and the nature of the game. But we lost 3 guys for several plays. Jaden actually missed the whole 3 of the 4 quarters out. He left late in the first. Never came back. Scotty left for a few plays and then came back eventually before the half. And Bryce Sperlin came back after he was injured, but he wasn't quite the same, and he wasn't as involved in the game.
It was a very physical game, very clean game. Nothing dirty happened. I give a tremendous amount of credit to Geneva. And Conneaut hung in there. What can you do? What can you say? There's not much you could say.
Yeah.
Just an outstanding performance from an outstanding team in this conference.
Yeah.
And that takes Conneaut in the conference to 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
We were all tied with 1-0. 1 win in their conference. That was Geneva and Edgewood. No, not Edgewood. Edgewood's got a loss in there. Whatever. But we were tied in it, so we'll go to 1-1.
Right, and 4-3 overall.
Yeah.
Next week they play Edgewood, a tough rivalry. Not as good a team, obviously, as Geneva, but they always give Conneaut fits.
And that present a whole set of problems of trying to overcome the pass, right?
That's right.
Hall's going to be airing it out.
That's
I'm
right.
Sure, just
He's
like
an
always
excellent passer. He's got some good receivers, and Ernst and others, and should be interesting.
Yeah. So Madison. It was Madison.
Madison.
Madison. They were leading. We're gonna do some quick scores, and we got a Deer Creek player of the game that we'd like to. Just one player tonight that had a good game. It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
I don't know if we talk about seniors or not, or a younger guy.
That's tough. A tough one to pick.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
It's just.
I'm not sure. I mean, you got to give it to everybody for trying to fight valiantly. I mean, Max was trying to orchestrate something out there to make this thing happen, but our defense is, they stood up there and they tried to fight it out. I got to give them some credit for Scotty Edwards or Jaden Anderson.
Yeah.
Trying to fight against this big Geneva line, and they did do a good job. And
I tend to pick one of the linemen because they had the toughest job of all. Let's face it.
Yeah.
The Conneaut lineman.
Ryan Turner had a decent game. He had some big tackles on defense, and
very underrated player.
He's been getting better on offense, snapping.
That's right.
For center, so I'd pick him.
I like him.
Yeah, let's do him offensively for center, and Jaden Anderson for defense. We haven't picked him yet, have we?
We have, but
we have
the first game back.
Did we do Scotty?
We picked Scotty too.
Well, I don't know what to do about it. Let's give it to him again.
Or Gavin or Dylan. So
yep. Either one of them would be fine.
Yeah.
Dylan fought well out there. He really did.
Dylan and Gavin both blocked really well, and defensively they played good. So we'll give it to them.
Okay.
And Madison is at 5 wins. It's right now it's tied up. Madison Edgewood 14 all.
Heck of a game, huh?
Yeah. So we don't have the score yet on that. Nothing new on Sharon over Sharpsville, but they're leading still.
19-7, right?
Lakeside's pretty much got the game over Jefferson 36-8. Menors got the game over Shaker Heights, although it's still 30-21. Lutheran West, Hawkins coming back on Lutheran West, so it's 28-24 Lutheran. Chardon over Topish South tonight, 42-0.
Oh, rolling big.
PV all over Fairport, 40-0. Perry all over Orange tonight, 42-zip.
Seems to be a lot of that going on tonight, not just here.
Yeah. Rootstown over JFK, 47-6.
Yeah, Menor also been over Shaker Heights, 30-21.
Yeah.
That's in the fourth quarter now.
McDowell over Cathedral Prep, 23-7.
That's still going on.
That's unbelievable, though.
Yeah, I think some of the other games aren't over because they didn't get into a mercy rule situation.
Yeah. All right, bud. Yeah, next week.
Rootstown. You said
Next
Rootstown
week.
over JFK 41-6.
Yep.
You said South Range. I think you hit on.
Yeah, a 28-14 South Range so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, West Yago over Chagrin Falls 14-0. That's ending the third. Kirkland over Berkshire tonight, dominant 47-0 is the final.
Just hammering them down there.
And Seneca over Bucyrus 38-6. It looks like that's close to the final. And Cardinal over Crestwood 27-14. Looks like that's close to the final.
Yep.
If not the final. That's very much all I got.
That's it. Let's call it a game.
Let's call it there. And Conneaut goes to 4-3, and they're still sitting right now at third, but they're behind Geneva and Madison. Geneva goes to 6-1 overall, 2-0 in the conference. Conneaut goes to 1-1 on the conference so far. Madison, depending on the game with Edgewood, if Edgewood wins, actually they would pass Conneaut and they would go to 5-2, and Madison go to 5-2 as well. So we'll see. And we play Edgewood next Friday back here again at Joslin Stadium, Riccardi Stadium, Joslin Field. We'll see you then again Friday, October 6th, 6:45 go live. We'll see you then as well. Matt Jarvie, Steve Grant, and Ben Jarvie, so long and have a great night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Lake Effect Media and Spartan Nation present Conneaut Spartans football on WOW TV, 1360 AM and WOW 102.9, and always free. Brought to you by your great Spartan sponsors. Conneaut Dairy Queen. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a cool treat soon at your Conneaut DQ. Chris Breck State Farm Insurance. Here to help life go right. Conneaut Savings Bank. Come grow with us in Conneaut and Austinburg. University Hospital Conneaut Medical Center. Advancing the science of health and the art of compassion. Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices every day. And Gertis Pharmacy, family owned for over 60 years on Main Street, Conneaut.